Hello.
All right. Yeah. Let's advertise this bitch because I am on a different platform now.
You know, honestly, it was probably a good thing our awards only took like 3 hours yesterday, considering later in the day I saw a bunch of people complaining about new different kind of bots that were popping up in chat.
What the fuck is happening on Twitch?
Anarchy, everything dies.
It's slowly rotting from the inside out, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, quite rapidly.
I think I have my speech for my experience on the FMK ready.
We're supposed to have a fucking speech?
Yeah, you and me both, McCon.
It's just off the cuff. It's like whatever. Just say something. Something about your experience.
Sorry. You don't have to make a speech. I just decided to. We're literally just talking about our experience on the FMK, and I just ended up writing out speech isn't the right word, but I wrote up my thoughts.
Shakily holds up a shotgun in Meep's direction.
What?
Also, if I could get someone in the YouTube chat looking at things, making sure the stream is okay, that would be appreciated.
Yes, like I said, post lunk.
Lonk.
Lunk. Give me that lunk.
Oh, by the way, if
Lonk.
we're live, while we're figuring things out, I just want to say, everyone watching the stream, watch Fina Pirate Princess. Is good shit.
Yo, Fina Fire Princess is fucking fire. I haven't kept up with it, but it's so good.
It sets up a really good mystery. I like it. I liked it. I wished it leaned a little bit more into the pirate angle, but you know what? We in it now.
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe.
Yeah.
I like the little slideshow of transforming characters.
Hell yeah. I was wondering what I should do, and then I had it last minute. I'm glad it's working.
That's perfect.
Slideshow, let me get the link.
Get along.
Oh god, why is Limis the one you joined is so overexposed?
I don't know.
Death, what have you done?
The background became the color of your hoodie.
Heroes never die.
We just skinned you from your hoodie and just used it as our wallpaper.
That is so much worse.
I love how our resident Viking in the fucking banner transformed into a furry.
The natural progression of things.
I don't have the one in there of our next guest, but yeah.
Yeah.
Are they joining us soon or not?
I believe she's gonna join. We're gonna try to get her to join at the end, but who knows?
Okay.
Yeah, you never really know. She might also be at work, seeing as she's offline. So.
Did you send her a message?
I did. She hasn't seen it yet, though.
All right, so we'll just play that by ear, depending on what happens by the time we're done. But yeah. Hello, boys. Welcome to the end of your retrospective that I have put together. So,
hello.
Thank you for having us.
Unfortunately, Gilly could not make it, but
pity.
I'm sure he's doing good out there somewhere in the world, drinking his not bleach.
His not bleach.
Flash cut to the world of Spider, where he's wrapped up in a cocoon.
But
there's not any more new Spider, is there?
I don't think so.
I mean, the manga's still going.
Yeah, I mean, anime-wise.
They might have announced a season 2 at the end of it. I don't know. I didn't keep up with it.
But yes. It's been a year of the show. Has it felt like a year to anyone else?
Much like everything in 2020, yes and no.
I mean, Yeah, considering I've been the only one here for the whole year.
It's like, yeah, I guess it hasn't felt
Yeah.
like that to me because I've only been here for one season, despite the fact I've been watching.
This show has single-handedly put 40 new entries on my mal.
It's a lot of entries.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't watch through all of them. I almost watched through all of them of summer. Fucking... I became the thing... You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
What are you talking about? We saw you become the villain with Toxic Love or whatever the fuck it was called.
Koikimo?
Koikimo, yeah, Koikimo.
I fucked one episode, then immediately regretted my decision. Fuck you.
Nah, he became the fucking villain of the podcast ever since that moment. That was his true corruption arc.
Yeah, the massive heel turn. Like, I want to see what this guy who's like courting and trying to fucking pressure this high school girl into sex.
That's not even the most toxic thing we've had on this show, Dal. That's not even the most toxic thing we've had on it. Ida 10 gets that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking worse.
It got worse.
I wasn't there for that.
We know you weren't, but fuck.
Be glad you weren't there.
And I still finished Ida 10.
Now, let me hit you the pitch on this show. What if we just did Dragon Ball Z, but we put a bit of sexual assault into it?
That's not fun. That's not fun.
So,
at
yeah,
all.
exactly.
Sexual assault, rape, literal final episode where you see a grown woman having sex with her 10-year-old child, you know, that sort of thing.
Oh no.
Apparently it gets worse.
What's the point of this show?
To have a good show that they wanted to ruin.
It was gonna be good setting, but then they fucked it up.
The Interspecies reviewer author went, what if I did gods, but had the demons be rapists? The worst part is, it was all meant to titillate. None of it was meant to be, like, abject horror. It was all meant to titillate, and that's what was fucked about it.
Can't see me, but I'm sitting here with a scrunched face.
Yeah, remember when I DM'd you at the start of the season going, I might recommend Ida 10, but I'm not sure yet? Yeah, no, it's a hard no, don't watch this now.
And then I never heard from you about that show again.
For a reason. Because, like, immediately the next week was the one where we killed it.
Yeah, episode 4, I think it was, where I got to the scene halfway through where, yeah, the nun gets raped, and I hit the pause button, I closed it out, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to apologize, because I'm not watching this garbage anymore.
The nun, it's so terrible. She's sexually assaulting the nun, and then the nun's like, no, stop. She stops. See? I stopped. And then the nun immediately goes, oh, you didn't have to stop right away. It's rape fantasy. That's all it was. It was rape fantasy.
Oh,
It's
man.
just fucking tasteless.
I'm glad this is what we opened up with. Like, this is the conversation and show that we decided to start with.
We're reminiscing on the most horrible shit that happened the entire year.
Yeah, we opened up with... Sorry.
I remember from, like, my time on the show, it was, what was it, Jobless Reincarnation was the one that caused a lot of, like, outrage, and including from me, and I kept watching because I'm like, excuse me, yeah, yawn. I kept watching because I was like, man, this has to be something, right? Like, there has to be something to this, and lo and behold, when you take a predatory person completely out of a society that allows him to interact with women, he becomes all right. Like, I guess that was the fucking message, but the show.
So no, the message was throw people who sexually assault in jail? Question mark.
Ostracize them from society. Send them to the demon realm where people will kill you.
Only controversial takes on this anime.
Ida 10 ends with a non-ending as well. It ends with a cliffhanger, and the manga is on indefinite hiatus, so it's probably never going to get a resolution.
That's
Good,
fine.
fuck it.
You said it was like Dragon Ball, and I don't think Dragon Ball Z is all that good.
Yeah, it's some good fights and fight scenes and all that, but no, I don't want that shit to continue. I'd rather it just die, considering it wants to be bad.
Same. I I'm going to read the original web novel because it's not written by the guy who fucked everything up, so it might be good. Okay, so the E to 10 that we watched is a remake of an older web novel written by someone else.
You let me
So-
know if that's equally as horrible then.
I will. I'm gonna peek my head in. I peeked my head in a little bit in the call with Limis earlier. It seems like the start is relatively similar. It's Hayato getting the shit beat out of him by Rin. There's a couple of different shots, but yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, now that we've talked about some of the worst shows, what about Koekubo? Did anyone keep up with that?
No.
I admit, I have to admit that I played a part in Meep's downfall when he fucked that episode of Koekumo. Because when you guys were arguing about it, I totally DM'd him being like, do it, fuck it, you should do it.
I was already planning on it. You just pushed me over the edge to be like, you know what? At least not everyone will be mad at me.
Not
And then
my-
immediately,
And then you were wrong.
immediately it caused drama in another server with someone that made me sad.
You were wrong.
At least Dragon died.
Yeah, I didn't honestly like in that time. Like I defended Dragon. I'm like, no, like, you know, like the fantasy and the adventure. I didn't keep up with it either.
You know what? I want to bring this topic up here since this is FMK related. Did anyone else see that Sword Art Online Season 4 is in space?
What? No, I haven't kept up with Alizination, but I kind of want to.
Sword Art Online Season 4 is going to fucking space.
Jonas,
And,
Christ. Wait, season 4. Isn't this like season 5?
no, we've had... Because Season 1 is both Sword Art and Alfheim. Season 2 is Gun Gale. 3
What?
is Alicination.
Oh.
I want desperately to catch up to this series now. I want to watch the rest of this dumpster fire. Just to watch a dumpster fire in space.
Well, Alicination is supposed to be really good, and then I guess they just followed the path of Yu-Gi-Oh! And just went to Splice!
I mean, from what I watched from Sword Art Online, the first one way back, it was decently okay. And then the second one was just fucking dumpster fire.
Alicination, I didn't like Alicination at all. It desperately felt like we want to do a new thing, but we still want to use the Sword Art property. So let's just give Kirito amnesia, put him in a fantasy world where he has a new girlfriend, except, you know, she's an NPC. Imagine, if you will, you're Asuna, and you see your boyfriend after many years of him being in a coma, and you find out he's been cheating on you with a bunch of ones and zeros. That
Asuna has been cucked so many times in this show. I stopped watching Sword Art Online when they kept giving Kirito a new love interest, even though he's fucking married to Asuna. And it was like the best part of season 1 of like the first part of Sword Art Online, like their relationship. Like, I get it. Sword Art Online is way overhyped and people go way too far. The pacing was awful. The concept wasn't super new, but it was novel. And the characters are kind of bland. But man, they gave them a really sweet and wholesome relationship, and the fights were really fucking pretty to look at. So like, I was cool with it. And then on like national gamer television, he's like hooking up with Shino in the fucking cave in Gun Gale, and Asu's like, "Yep, this is my life."
Wait, isn't Shino his cousin?
Oh no, that's
the other one.
Oh,
his
That's the other
sister
one.
does want to fuck him too, because why not?
God damn it.
But like
Yep.
the gun girl with the butt that the show constantly focuses on.
Does he hook up with Shino in the cave?
I don't know. There's like a lot of sexual tension in the cave with like them undressing and like there was shit. There was shit there. All right, like they didn't show it. They didn't explicitly say it, but it was there.
I'm sure it was one of those things where it's like, no, Kirito is a true gamer. He wouldn't cheat on his girlfriend, but he does look.
White. They're married.
They're married in a video game. They aren't married IRL.
You know what? If we had a bigger viewership, there'd be a lot of people that are upset at what you just said.
I mean, I doubt that a WoW or Final Fantasy XIV wedding is legally binding in any way.
Exactly.
Point is, they are together, and they're supposed to be, like, in love, and, like, this power couple, and Kirito's a fucking scumbag.
He's a scumbag. He cheats on her with ones and zeros and hallucination. Granted, he doesn't have his memory, but he still does it.
It's
Well, that's different. How did we get to Sword Art Online, the podcast? Point is, the show disrespects its marginal good characterization and disrespects the relationship of Kirito and Asuna, and that makes me a little sad because the whole scene in part 1 was delightful.
Anyway, this has been a 15-minute long tangent, which I feel like is
I've missed FMK. This part, at least.
Brilliant
Not watching,
mess entire way through.
this
Hell,
part,
you
not watching 10 shows a fucking week. That I did not miss. Oh boy.
But you should have been with us on the 8-pack with girlfriend. You would have loved it.
monkey.
Okay.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, now before we go on a tangent from bad shows into really fucking good but underrated shows, yeah, this is the retrospective. So, and I just kind of wanted to start it off by talking about my first experiences with this podcast. And so when we were originally getting this together, there was a test season that happened, and I was on it. And I admit, I was an awful host when I did that. I skipped out. I only watched like 3 shows, and I didn't really want to. And I didn't believe. I admit, I didn't really believe in the concept of the show. I didn't think it would make for good viewing. But as someone who has now been on both sides of the glass, and I've watched the show and been the host on it now, it's been a lot of fun. I totally didn't give you the benefit of the doubt when you're telling me about this idea. So yeah. I'm glad you went through with it, Meep. This was fun.
You've converted him.
Yeah. I like how you say that, yet this is the bloodiest season we've had.
Maybe that's what they needed. They just needed some blood to grease the wheels of anime.
The year
Everything
started
fucking
with
lies.
The year started with 2 people who almost refused to pull out knives, and it ends with people who almost refuse to resort to the peaceful option.
Well, no, hold on. It's not that I refuse to pull up knives. It's that I want to give everything its fair shake.
Yeah, and as we'll see once we get to the numbers section of this episode, yeah, that definitely reflects on a lot of things.
Oh my god, this is when I realize I haven't fucking finished One Direct Priority. I never watched the special.
Apparently you shouldn't. Apparently it's garbage and kind of ruins the previous story.
Yeah, that's kind of why I haven't watched it. I'm scared of don't play the sequel that came out of this game that you absolutely adore because it kind of ruins the experience. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this show.
Yeah.
Are you saying the Wonder Egg special is the Mass Effect Andromeda of anime?
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
unfortunately did not touch Andromeda. That's one of the reasons I'm happy I don't buy new games on release anymore.
I mean, it sounds like it was more Fallout 3 from Fallout to Fallout 4 type situation.
Yeah, I enjoyed Fallout 4. That means I can
Yikes,
watch
that's
it.
bad.
But if it was like Fallout 76, well, here we are.
Oof. Anyway.
Point is, One Direct Priority, while a show that was not right for our platform, our program, what we're doing here, way too serious, way too much going on, and really dark and brazen to deal and take on this subject matter, which from the sounds of it, it fails to actually it fails to bring home. But regardless, really fucking good show. The animation was absolutely fucking just fucking mind-bogglingly gorgeous, movie level animation every single episode, and the characters were really enjoyable in my opinion, and they really, at least initially and in the mid-run, up until the mid-run, did a very good job at talking about trauma, and I mean, that's basically what it is. It's all trauma. It's dealing with extremely traumatizing events that a young woman, at least in Japan, could potentially deal with, and the repercussions that those hold mentally. And shit, man, like they talked about it in a creative way. So I'm not surprised that this is the first show that I started talking about on this retrospective, because it is definitely one of the most like influential and memorable shows to me. And then on the other hand, there's fucking Super Cub.
And hey, we're already jumping into about what I was going to say. Dal, you read my mind. I was just going to ask, like, so is there anyone wants to talk about, like, any favorite shows or anything, really? Like, standout ones that you found?
I have 3. So, of all the shows... Of all the shows that survived to the end, each season has had one that just completely captures me. And, god damn it, starting off the year... I remember starting off Jujutsu Kaisen, episode 1, being like, man, it's probably going to be another small shonen, but I'm sure it's going to be a fun ride. Meanwhile, by episode 7, I look on Twitter, I look on Mal, and I audibly say, what the fuck happened? Looking at it blow up. Like, it's almost like the moment Gojo's eyes can be seen, everyone just started watching it. And... by the end of season 2, by the end of the winter season, I had married it twice, and it has become my favorite shonen. It has overtaken My Hero for me, just because I think everything in JJK is done masterfully well. And then we moved on to spring season, where a show that is near and dear to my heart, which has had a profound effect on me, and the messages it tells, Vivi came out, and that show is very special to me. I absolutely love it. Although, now I can't listen to its music without actually being upset. Or not upset, but stressed.
In terms of Jujutsu Kaisen, that was kind of one of those shows that I think without that show, I wouldn't have stayed on for like another 2 seasons. And like, or did I stay on for only 1 more season? Regardless, like without Jujutsu Kaisen, I think is like integral for our group experience. Like, yes, Makan, you were in part of the, it was me, Meep, and Gilly back then. But actually, Makan, did you watch Jujutsu Kaisen? Did you catch up on it or no?
I might still have 2 episodes left because I'm too lazy to just go back and actually finish it.
No, I feel you. Time is a precious and limited thing.
But yeah, I did watch it after the other glowing praise you gave it, and yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, it is very good. I'll echo Meep's statement. I think I'm not entirely sure, but I definitely think, yeah, it may be my favorite shonen as well. It's just there's a reason it's getting a lot of attention. Yes, there's always the memes and the characterizations, but like it's just extremely well done, and it's good to see that kind of level of attention, polish, and detail be put into something like a shonen show, which often gets overlooked when it comes to character writing and like backdrop animation and like just like art direction, and it's just cool. It's just really fucking good, and like it's truly an outstanding example of anime that I personally am very thankful we got to have as like part of our first 10 shows.
Oh yeah, and that wasn't even anyone's luck. That was just what
happenstance. Came up. Yeah, we were all curious about it. I remember like all 3 of us like mentioned like, yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen looks interesting, but it could just be like edgy wank or just just like whatever, like, oh, generic horror shonens, like, oh, nothing really matters because nothing's actually scary because our hero just beats all the bad demons. And then it's like, no, this not at all what first of all, like for me personally, it was not what I expected the show to be, but here we are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought Meep locked it the first time.
No, I locked softcore lesbians.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that checks out.
Adachi Toshimamura was really good, and I also really like it. By the way, has an amazing dub. If anyone watches it, I recommend the dub over the sub, actually. The dub is really good.
I mean,
I have no...
you watch dubs most of the time anyway, from what I understand, but I do get you. Some animes are just better with the dub, like Samurai Champloo.
Well, there are also some anime where I'm like, I prefer the sub over the dub. JJK, for example, I think the sub is better than the dub, personally, but that's just me.
Gambare.
But yeah. This is something I have to say real quick on the carrying off that whole. Oh, this was not what we expected at all. That's what this show, I feel like, thrives in. It gets us all to watch shows that we would have never seen before and possibly find new favorites from it. And personally, for me, that happened twice in in the season that I was in. We all know we love Girlfriend. None of us would have expected that show to be any good. It looked like harem trash.
I think most, if not all of us, would not have given it a chance.
No, and also on the same sort of, just before I start the girlfriend circle jerk up again, case study Vanitas, which I fell in love with, and I think is one of my personal favorites right now. Case study Vanitas, I wouldn't have watched either, because like everyone that I watch that I usually get anime recommendations from just called it Fujo bait trash, and just disregarded it. And
I mean, that just makes me think that maybe you don't share the same taste as this person.
I mean, with most of these people, I think they just watch a couple episodes and then just see whether or not they actually want to go on with it, and they just caught a whiff of Fujo bait and left. Which sucks, because they're really great, because it's a really good show. And it's actually not Fujo bait at all, because there's two relationships, and they're both very straight.
Yeah, if they watched episode 2, wouldn't they have seen Vanitas Frenching Jian the first time they met?
I think
Maybe,
that was
I don't know.
episode 3.
Yeah, I think that was
that might
episode
have been
3.
episode 3, yeah.
We talked about it on our second episode, because I think we had a duel.
Yeah, we did. We had a bunch of episodes had 2 episodes at the start of this season, so we split them up and took 3 dual episodes first week, and then 3 dual episodes the next week.
Right. We have French your girlfriend to stop battle, and meet your boyfriend to achieve peace.
God damn.
God damn.
A part of me really wants to make that image of Noe holding Vanitas hostage as my wallpaper. I love that image so much.
I love it too. Just Noe looking absolutely done with Vanitas' shit, and Vanitas unsure if Noe is actually going to kill him or not.
And I think we had a lot of different hosts and different casts throughout this whole year. We didn't really get anything consistent besides Meep, and to some extent, Dal. And honestly, as someone who's listened in and has also talked, it's been cool. Like, it's been really cool to see this cast rotate and change, because I felt like every single table had brought something different.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it is people bouncing their opinions and ideas and different tastes in shows against each other, and that's going to bring different conversations based on different people's especially when people's tastes clash a lot.
Cough, cough.
Exactly.
And everyone in the room turned to Meep.
Well, I think everyone in the room turned to me and Meep. It's a fucking clash between us. We're almost always disagreeing on anime together.
You fuckers.
Exactly.
Yeah, like the first season felt like it was like, don't worry, you guys can all get to the end. Just keep trying, man. You get a gold star for trying. Season 3 felt like it was a vicious hunt to the end, with only with like basically Vivi barely surviving to the end. And Season 4 felt like it was a tournament arc almost. We had a good underdog story, and like it was very cutthroat. But like really,
it was a fucking tournament. Like fucking almost everyone died.
Almost everyone had died. Only the guaranteed champion and the underdog were the ones to survive.
Is it guaranteed champion girlfriend?
No, the guaranteed champion was Vanitas.
It was Vanitas, because we didn't expect.
Underdog.
Because we thought girlfriend would die within the first couple episodes, but it went through to the end.
Oh,
With a perfect record, no less.
A perfect fucking run.
You love to see it happen.
Seriously, Dal, you watch it, you will love it. It is just dumb fun. It knows how to have fun.
I'll see if I can give it a try.
It is stupid comedy, which leans into just how stupid the fucking scenario is, while also doing some sort of a tasteful commentary on poly relationships in some situations. It's it's surprising how serious they can get while still making dumb fucking jokes about it.
Aren't the girls like sisters?
No.
No.
Ah, okay, cool.
One of them is his childhood friend he was pursuing for years, who eventually agreed to date him, and the other one was a girl who fell in love with him after seeing just how hard he fucking tries.
I'm thinking of something else.
You're thinking of
What
the
show-
quintessential quintuplets,
That, yes.
which is also very good, but it's not anything poly. It's essentially which character is this guy gonna get with? Pick your girl and start rooting.
And I saw
In the
people-
anime.
I saw people trying to do that with girlfriend, and a part of me was really scared that it'd be at the end. And he's like, okay, you have to choose one girl. And it didn't happen. They all stayed together to the end. It was fantastic.
I
Yeah,
mean, if
and
that happened, that show would have died because it would have gone against everything the show fucking set up and talked about.
And I like how he doesn't just accept everyone into his relationship. No, he has his two. He doesn't want to accept Millie in because he already feels like he's over. He doesn't. Fuck, I can't get my words together. You two know what I mean.
He already feels like he is pushing it too much by having their relationships, and he didn't want her to join in because she just, by her own words, she just wanted a boyfriend. And he's like, well, you don't need me then. I'll help you find a boyfriend.
And that started one of the best antagonist arcs in the show.
Yeah, because, of course, this guy being a wholesome fucking himbo the entire time through, of course she falls in love with him.
I adore Milika. She was the best antagonist of this season.
And also, yeah, talking about the antagonist, I'm not sure if you watched the awards, Dal, but for once, depression was not one of the candidates. It was it was capitalism.
Oh. I agree with this voting. Wait, was anxiety part of it too, or no?
No, it's capitalism. But
Holy shit, what a wild
anxiety
shift
comes
in
with
season.
it.
Oh,
I mean-
do you want to know what another joke nominee was? The director of Peach Boy. Linus, do you want to tell Dal the chronological order?
Oh,
you should
boy.
watch Peach Boy in?
Okay. Peach Boy Riverside. Let me tell you the airing order that we got. I can find it still.
I like the name. I just want to go on record and say that.
Because isn't the chronological order episode 4, then
Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 7, Episode 5, 6, 3, 8, and 9. That's as far as I got before I gave up.
So, was it like a Haruhi thing? A Haruhi thing? Like how Melakuni of Suzumiya Haruhi originally aired out of order?
We
don't
can only
know.
assume, because nothing makes sense chronologically. The director took a fucking hacksaw to the chronological story of this.
If you
The
put it
direct-
together chronologically, it flowed just fine. But for some reason, it's made to look like the main character is forced to make a decision at one point, and then the very next episode is stitched together to look like we just ignored that, and our main character are going to another town and are about to fight vampires. But in reality, it's in the past, so who the fuck knows? It almost feels intentional, but it's not really.
The
Yeah,
director.
Now, can you imagine how horrific the fucking, like, how whiplash the shift is from a town getting fucking obliterated, and the only survivor is the guard captain of said place who just watched the place he grew up in and everyone he ever know fucking die. And then we shift in time and he acts like he doesn't even care it happened.
Yeah, Melakuni of Suzumiya Haruhi was just a show about like high schoolers hanging out, and there's some like supernatural shit happening in the background.
It's literally confusing, and the worst thing about it is that there's not even any recognizable landmarks, so we don't even know what town we're in at any point in time.
Yep.
It's all just flat grassland, so everything looks the same, so we don't know what town we're in. So who knows? We could be a part of this plot line we dropped, or we could be part of a new plot line. Who knows?
Oh, but by the way, I just want to mention this real quick, because I know we were talking about Vanitas earlier. I wanted to bring it up then. Case study of Vanitas, by the way, for you, Dal, is made by the team that did Skate the Infinity.
Nice.
It looks very pretty.
Nice.
There are so many pretty boys. I love it.
My waifu came from that show because Jian is incredibly beautiful
My wife.
and a great character.
I mean, you're talking about, like, badass, pretty women that could probably kill you with her thighs. It's John.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now I see the appeal.
Yeah.
I mean, I see the appeal, but it's for the exact opposite reason that she's actually a big fucking softie.
Oh yeah, I like that.
She's so cute. Like the episode where she's like, "All right, I'm gonna make Vanitas hate me. Fuck, why am I liking this?"
Yeah, I admit, her relationship, just because, like, that one scene with her on her date with Vanitas was interspliced with, like, important plot. I didn't like that. But, like, if it was just that on its own, I probably would have liked that a lot more. It's a really lovely relationship between the two.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Skate the Infinity before, good show. Like, I feel like it's one of those shows that, like, we all remember, but just doesn't fully stay with us. At least that's how I feel about it. Like, yeah, Skate Infinity, I enjoyed that. Anyway.
Because the ending was a bit disappointing, I feel like that's why I feel like that with it. If the ending didn't... Adam gets off scot-free, and I don't like that.
Yeah, same. Not only does he get scot-free, he repairs his relationship with his submissive attendant.
Then there's Miwa and Shadow and how they get dicked over.
Did you guys have any shows like that this season, where it was like, you know, really colorful, literally in the case of Skate the Infinity, colorful cast with like a really good ensemble that just the show does not know what to deal with. Oh god, sorry, y'all. That the show just does not know what to do with, so it just ends up relegating most, like, half of it into, like, background characters or sideline characters.
I defend the 80s is the closest thing I can think of.
I'd say Sunny Boy.
Sunny Boy works too. There was way too many characters in that show. Remake Her Life, I felt like a lot of the characters were kind of sidelined immediately once they got their shit done.
As far as the only one who I would say got sidelined was Tsurayuki, and that was like intentional to service. Like, no, Kyoya is actually the bad guy here. Like, because it was intentional, I wouldn't say so. But yeah,
if we're including intentional, girlfriend with Saki, she got sidelined, but that was for a plot point that was really good later on.
God damn it! God fucking damn it!
It'll always come back to the girlfriend circle jerk. I'm so sorry.
Hold on, I need to send Dal the one image from the one episode.
I'll shit myself then.
No, not that one. You know the one I'm talking about.
Oh, there's some fucking brilliant quotes from that shit.
I'm gonna make you so embarrassed that you're gonna shit yourself. I'll just shit myself now then.
What? No!
Yeah, no, it's fucking stupid. It's great.
What's the show with the blue girl that is like the thumbnail for like half of the FMK episodes?
Oh, that's Aquatope.
White Sands.
Aquatope.
She looks pretty.
Aquatope is really good. It is a show you would like, I'm sure, Dal.
Aquatope is a show that is good. It tugs at your heartstrings, but it has some problems and some glaring ones later on. Such as an entire episode being about the introduction of a character who is really pissy against the main characters. None of it ever gets resolved as she fucking blurts out everything she thinks and about the character, which is completely wrong, and doesn't get any rebuttal and leaves the story.
Well, I mean, in the second core, it looks like Kukuru is going to be her superior, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, it looks like, but it's also about 4 or 5 episodes too late.
It's only been a couple episodes since then, but I am excited to see where the second core goes because it looks like it's gonna be fun. I don't think the problems that it has are actually that big. There are a couple minor things I have with it, but overall, I really like Aquatope. It's at a solid 8 for me.
She'll fucking hurt me, man.
Limis had no enjoyment out of it, so...
I can't stand this fluffy slice of life bullshit!
Hey!
It's so bad!
Anyway, speaking of, Super Cup.
I can't believe you're bringing the advertisement onto my stream. I'm upset.
No, we're bringing the epitome of the fluffy slice of life anime to you.
Oh god, that show sounds like it would have been pain for me to watch.
Probably.
Have you gone back to watch the show at all?
To watch Super Cup again?
Yeah, or like watch episode 1 because I did and it felt pretty good.
I haven't yet, because I know I'm just gonna be sitting there thinking for like an hour if I do.
We had a show this season that had a character that was almost basically just my OC. Fun.
Which one?
Fucking Alice.
Busty blonde who's just a little bit horny.
The only thing she's
A
missing
little bit.
The only thing she's missing is an escape from religion background, and it's perfect.
Nah.
Yeah.
The winner of my waifu award. If you find someone like that, you're going to be happy for the rest of your life.
Someone who fucking teases and sexually torments you forever?
I mean, he did fuck Redive.
I did... Makan, I don't kill everything I touch, so there's that problem solved right away.
Well, yeah, but that's the only thing she gets off on.
No.
Yes.
No.
Anyway, to fill this dead air, another show, like, we were talking about, like, things that, like, stood out to us. I don't remember what I married in the first season, but I do remember Akudama Drive being probably the most memorable show of that season. Other than
That was what you married.
Yeah. Akudama Drive was one of those, like, I feel like underrated shows. Like, I didn't see any memes. I didn't see any, like, posts about it. I didn't, like, see images of it, like, all over the place. And I think that's, like, criminally underrated because, fuck, that show was good.
Yeah, Akudama Drive was really good. Another one that I really liked, Horimiya.
Yeah, Horimiya was also, like, fantastic. Really quick on Akudama Drive, though, like, just for any of you, like, watching, and you guys started with, like, this season or the last season and didn't get to, like, watch the first season, like, just, you want to see a fucking heist, like, cyberpunk thriller? Yeah, go watch that. It's fucking great. But yeah, Horimiya is fucking incredible. Talk about, like, we were talking, earlier about, like, character writing and, like, slice of life comedy, like, appropriate drama, but also, like, healthy and accurate depictions of potentially unhealthy, like, relationship, like, and, like, life experiences. Like, Horimiya really hit the nail on the head from its, again, literally colorful cast to just the way, like, they all interacted and each character had their own relationships, like, amidst each other. Like, it was good. It's fucking good.
I think Horimiya had one of my most cathartic moments where I was like, they had sex, and you were like, no, and then Gilly was like, yes. She bit him on the neck so hard it left a mark while they were naked. How do you not know? It was
Because
so
how does she
cathartic.
bite him on the back of his neck? Oh. Bottom.
Exactly. That was just one of my favorite moments, because, like, up until then, everyone was like, no, you're looking too far into it, you're the horn dog. And I was like, the first one where it's like, no, you have an accurate reading on this. Yay. I kept up with Tokyo Revengers.
I am a few episodes behind, but fuck Takamichi.
It doesn't get better. In fact, Tokyo Revengers was... How do I put it? The Bloody Halloween arc felt like it had little point.
Baji did not deserve to get done dirty like that.
I like Draken and Mikey. Why can't they be the main characters? Why does this have to be a time travel story? Takamichi does nothing. Why? Why can't we just follow the story?
He does fucking nothing. What kind? I see you watching Goblin Slayer.
Oh, you see that? That's actually not me. That's my friend Steak.
Oh, no, that tracks. That tracks.
Yeah, because he's also using that account. I haven't watched Goblin Slayer, but I've read quite a bit of the manga. So.
All right, so apparently I'm only one episode behind Tokyo Revengers, which means that it's done for a bit. Like, what's going on with it, Meep?
It finished its first season.
Season 2, but okay.
Well, no,
it's a 24 episode season, so it's one season.
It says S2, you fucks.
Does it? I haven't watched more.
Crunchyroll is fucking stupid. It aired as one season, but Crunchyroll's like, this is second season. It says ReZero has 4 seasons as well. That's wrong.
That's just poor management on Crunchyroll's part, I guess.
Actually, hold on. No, it says ReZero has 16 seasons because it counts each different dub as its own season.
Yeah, that shit's fucking stupid. But this one,
what the fuck?
This one is literally season 2. Like, season 1 is episode. Wait, now I am. Oh no, I think Meep is right. That's dumb. Oh my god, it is 124 episode season. Okay, I'm wrong. Well, actually, no.
Right.
Crunchyroll is wrong.
That's me in the middle. You're both wrong.
Okay, there we go.
Either way, it finished its first season. It ended. Actually, wait. I won't say that just so it doesn't spoil. But yeah, Tokyo Revengers is probably the second most frustrating show that we've had in the FMK for me. The most frustrating being Ida 10.
I almost stopped watching Tokyo Revengers during the Bloody Halloween arc because I just got really sick and tired of sitting there and going, fucking do something, Takamichi, you useless piece of shit.
I got fed up early on when they kept learning more and more about Kisaki, but they kept repeating the same thing about him. Like, oh, they're learning more about him, that's cool. But then they'd always repeat the same thing. He's mysterious. He's bad, man. He's terrible.
He's right fucking there. Punch him.
I mean,
and then he did. He did. And I thought wow, that's amazing. Takamichi just ran up and decked Kisaki and it was great. And and then just all of that fucking confidence and agency just disappears for the big arc, and Baji didn't have to get done like that. He really didn't if Takamichi wasn't fucking useless. But I also will say this. I saw a funny haha meme the other day, and you know the one where it's a really big book and then a really skinny book next to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Tokyo Revengers, the big book, and the small book is Tokyo Revengers if Takamichi knew how to throw hands. Because all of this shit would just so much would change if Takamichi didn't just shonen protagonist or shonen fucking stand there. I will say this though. The episode after that, with the downtime, with Draken and Takamichi hanging out, and then all the bullshit with Hina being a fucking dumbass like the rest of them, and then, again, when they're just kids being kids, it's great.
I still think Takamichi is way too comfortable with cheating on his girlfriend. I still think it's strange how he's how he does everything to save her, but then, he goes, he who booby. Because he almost cheats on his girlfriend again in that episode, and he seems perfectly fine with it.
That's true. I mean, he's not exactly a great guy. Let's be honest.
I just feel like that contradicts all of his reasons for wanting to do this.
And I was going to be yeah, I mean, I don't understand why isn't Hina putting out, because she seems really into him, but then I realized they're fucking middle schoolers, and I'm no, this is fine. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is fine.
I mean, it's also the people, are slower and think the fucking both of them are shy as shit and haven't even kissed before, like, what, 7 episodes into the show?
It's not even that. It's just an anime fucking bullshit thing where it's like, we can't let our fucking main love interests actually be a couple because then it won't be interesting. Like, no! Seeing a relationship unfold is fucking interesting. Adachi to Shimamura, Horimiya, and many other fucking shows.
If he actually is in a relationship with a girl he's in a relationship, our main audience, the basement dwellers, might not watch it.
I doubt that. Fucking Sword Art Online!
I mean, hey, what I'm guessing it's the same rationality that makes all the big ugly bastard stuff happen in hentai, where it's like, I can't possibly see myself in this situation unless it's a big fat dude.
So, hot take.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I've realized the whole, like... I consider myself a brave man. I go through the comment sections in porn videos and hentai videos.
Dude, that shit is the best comedy you'll find on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's some fucking gold in there.
Or a really depressing, like, not census data, but like a really depressing data study of, like, humanity.
Oh, dude.
I mean,
And,
it's the same way why you can't tear your eyes away from a train crash, but the train crash is all of humanity in this situation.
Well, it's not all of humanity, right? It's a select group of people who advocate for, like, NTR and, like, vanilla is boring. And here comes the hot take. If you're, like, I'm not talking about, like, getting off on watching your partner with someone else and viewing your partner in a sexual experience from the side. I'm not even into, like, multiple partners and stuff like that. If you're into NTR and, like, rape and all of these hentai tags, you need therapy, because a lot of these people talk the way that they just don't believe that they can get laid in any other way. Like, they literally think, like, there's no one for them. And that's sad.
Yeah.
And I hope you all heal. Because that's all you guys need to do. Obviously, you've been wronged by people. You need to heal.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I definitely heard the similar, like, case studies and shit like that, and it's like, oh no, that's just...
For me, whenever I go into the comments of hentai videos, it's usually just when I'm browsing through them. It's like, alright, random hentai video. What are the comments on this? I wish I had a little sister like that. And I'm done looking at these comments.
Alright, I'm leaving. Bye!
Yeah, no. That's just... That speaks for itself. I'm talking about the people who just lost the ability to believe that love exists.
Or my favorite comment, man, I need a small Lolita to anal cream pie me. What the fuck?
What?
Well, I
It
mean...
makes no sense on multiple levels unless they're a Fuda.
Well, there's your explanation.
Okay, so we just learned
Yeah.
about Meep's porn habits. We know that he likes,
No.
that he likes Fuda, Lolly Fuda.
Confirmed! Trademark!
Immediate backpedal from me. Nope.
Remember, listen to what I said. I said I click on random hentai videos to look through the comments. I can't watch hentai anymore because every hentai out there is either some incest or rape shit. I can't get off on that.
Yeah, no, Japan is just really fucked up with their fetishes.
It's not that. There's a market, and there's...
there's also that, because basically all of it comes from Japan.
There's a very... what's the word? Active, vocal, very adamant. There we go. There's a very adamant market that is there for this kind of shit, and they are making their money because they know these fucking people are just, like, willing to pay out the fucking wazoo for this awful, fucking horrible fetish shit. And, like, listen, I'm not kink shaming, but, like, there's kinks, and then there's, like, toxic fetishes, and I'm sorry, buddies, you guys. How did we get on? I mean, I know I'm to blame for this, but
We've
Now, you
gone
might
so
not be
far off the
kink-shaming.
rails. It's
Now,
so
you might not be
hard.
kink shaming, but I am kink shaming everything. If you have a kink that you feel like you should be embarrassed about, maybe you should be embarrassed about it.
Well, no, because there's plenty enough sexual shaming in the world, right? But like, consent, my friends, consent.
It's like, I mean, I know I have a couple of kinks, and I know they say some things about me, and you know what? Those things are right. Just a little bit of, yeah.
That did not go where I thought it was gonna go.
I mean, I have my kinks as well, like any fucking human, but I keep that shit to myself.
That too!
I advocate for more like transparency in life, but I
Oh,
digress.
no one needs to know what gets me off. Dear God, no.
I'm open about some of mine, but then there are some where it's like, this might be a little too much for some people. I just keep that. It's
Well,
why I have.
Transparency doesn't mean projection, right? It's not like you have to like, hi, my name is Meep and my interests are I like anime, video games, and
Getting anally creamed by.
It's why I have a private channel in. Okay, no, not what you're saying is why that, but me having kinks that people don't need to know about is why I have a private channel in my Discord.
That we can see.
No, wait. Oh, right. That's because you're an admin.
Because I'm an admin. I see what you got. It's all one artist stuff. And to be honest, I kind of like that stuff too. But whatever.
Yeah. See. Anyways,
jobless reincarnation.
The final thing I want to.
Yeah.
The final thing I want to say in the whole hentai talk is, it speaks volumes when the tamest hentai I've seen in a long time. The story is a guy's dad dies, so he starts boning his stepmom. That speaks volumes.
I mean, that sounds like the plot of every fucking porno ever.
But then later in it, he starts seeing another girl who's cheating on her husband with it. It's a whole thing.
What the
and
fuck are we talking about now?
Hey, can we
something, I guess.
Can I please try to get this train back on track? Oh no, we lost someone.
We're in Alabama at this point. Sure.
Sweet.
So guys. So what is the big?
Let me speak.
Let Limis speak.
One of the big reasons why I brought you all here today is I have a presentation that I want to share with everyone.
My god.
Of a certain new list of awards that I'm implementing. Not decided by us, but decided by how we vote. And
oh boy.
I'm going to share my stream, and everyone who can, please watch my stream in the Discord.
I've been having problems. Oh, it's in. Boys, I made a PowerPoint presentation.
So, boys, I made a PowerPoint presentation. Actually, Google Slide, but who the fuck cares?
Just want to make a point. It's not showing up on the actual stream, though. Oh, no, there it is.
There it is. It should. I just swapped it over. So.
Oh, it's a tiny little Neko.
I made a PowerPoint presentation for this.
It's a good gift. Good choice. Good choice.
And I gotta say, making this gave me flashbacks to junior high.
I am the Lorax. Speak for the trees. Some fucking Russian they're speaking Vietnamese.
So basically, I'm gonna give out awards to our hosts throughout the years on top of other shows. Throughout the previous 4 seasons that we did, based on the lovely bookkeeping that Meep did throughout the show. Like, every episode, regimented, he wrote out and posted all of our votes to fuck and kill for each individual show, so thank you very much for that. And I couldn't let that data go to waste. I had to put it in.
I wanted something that I could look back on and be like, wow, Gilly really fucked the pooch on that one, or wow, I kind of did a war crime.
I'm waiting for my bullet.
Sorry. I am the sole reason this show lived as long as it did. The Duke of Death survived because of me.
Also, Limis, I like your choice of this elementary school stock congratulations sticker.
It's perfect.
Sticker.
Hell yeah. I thought you were going to talk about the theme, and I was going to say, this was my go-to theme in junior high, by the way.
It looks like a Verve presentation.
Yeah. So our first award that we're going to give out is called the Biggest Slut. Don't blame me for this. Don't blame me for this. This is Meep's idea.
This is good. Who was the most reckless and liberal with their juicy, moist eggplant? By the way, thanks Death to Reality for the banner and indulging me. I'm like, no, add some more humidity and moisture to that eggplant.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that at the end, but yes, thank you so much, Death. Like, I love the background. I've been using that. I use that as my background wallpaper for like months.
Fuck yeah!
And I love.
Fuck yeah!
And I love my little. I love my little avatar that you did. It's been my avatar for a while now.
Now, before you announce who wins,
Wait, really quick.
Yeah, I haven't explained the category yet.
Wait, really quick. Check out Death to Reality on Twitter.com. That's Death to Reality with a 3 in reality instead of an E on Twitter.com.
What did reality ever do to you?
But after you describe the award, before you announce who wins, can us who don't know the results make our predictions?
That's exactly where I was getting, but you guys are jumping way ahead of me. So the biggest slut goes to whoever had the highest percentage of fucks versus kills. This is not based on the numbers. I aggregated them all together, and it's all based on percentage. So there's a second place and a first place. What do you guys think won?
I'm gonna be the biggest slut, aren't I? Because everyone's like, "Oh, Dalaron, you don't kill enough shows."
I think Dal is going to be second place, Gilly first place.
I really don't know of the voting habits of Gilly, but I've, as much as I was a murderer a lot of the time, I was also a huge fucking slut, wasn't I? So I don't think I'm grabbing first place, but I think I might be grabbing second place.
I would say I'm a big fat slut for One Direct Priority, but that just feels wrong on every integral level in my being.
There's a big fat slut for me, aren't you?
Dave, you already said, was it Niru, or no, it was Momo you made your waifu.
Mama and waifu, she's so good and deserves love. She just wants love and people that accept her for her because she's mask.
All right, are you ready for the reveal?
She wants to be fan. Yeah, go on.
Ready for the reveal? The second place, the silver for the biggest slut award, goes to
Me.
Makan.
Oh, that's right! Whoa!
Oh, it's gonna bug out like that with animations and stuff. Sorry about that. But he won with 25.4% kills versus 74.6% fucks.
Wow.
Here's what the pie chart looks like.
You really did make a whole presentation, Limis. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I have a spreadsheet, by the way, that I will be posting if you want to look over the full results.
Oh God, sure.
But yeah, on average, you see to the right, we have your average fucks per episode and average kills per episode. So on average, you gave about 4.2 fucks an episode, and on average, you gave a knife about 1.4 times an episode.
Really?
As much as I'm violent about things I don't like, it doesn't really take that much to please me when it comes to entertainment. It just needs to be good enough.
Well,
I feel you killed almost everything, though.
Yeah, and usually when I killed it is when it became bad enough that it died after I killed it, so then I don't kill it more because it's already dead.
I guess. Wow.
all right. Now the gold. With this now new information, does it change your guesses?
I
It
still
can't be me.
I still think Gilly's going to be first place.
I don't know. I think it's me. The thing is though, it's been almost a year, so like Gilly's voting habits. I just remembered him hating Adachi Toshimamura.
Dal, in winter, you at least recognized what shows were bad. Gilly fucked almost everything.
I would say it's probably Dal.
Oh shit! No! He has a point. Fucking King's Raid.
All right. Now, for the gold, for the biggest slut. Our biggest slut of this year goes to Dalaron. Yeah, oh, it's really freaking out. With a staggering 15.5% kills and 84.5% fucks.
Yeah, baby, come here and let me give you some lovin'.
I am uncomfortable now.
I'll give Dallas some loving instead.
Jesus!
Let's take a look at that pie chart. Holy shit, it's a perfect Pac-Man. Yeah,
Jesus.
that's a lot of blue in this pie chart. That is a very blueberry pie chart.
I haven't even hit a solid 1 average. I have under 1 average of kills per episode.
On average, you gave 5 fucks an episode, and you gave 0.9 kills an episode.
It's true. On average, I do give 5 fucks a day.
Dude,
Oh my god.
looking through your voting habits, Makan, you only really gave Knives Out to shows that died that episode.
Yeah, like I said, I kill shit when it's bad enough that it dies.
Did I say Makan? I meant Dal. Sorry.
Oh, yes, me.
Well, I do it anyway, and some of the shows people are stubborn about, even though it's shit.
Yeah, like every single knife you gave, with the exception of a couple, was the knife that killed it.
Yeah, I found myself kind of being judge and juror in these kind of throughout the episodes where it's like because I kept to a stance. I tried to keep to a stance of like, you know what? Let's give this its fair due. When I said no, it's pretty much when the show went bye.
All right. Up next, our second award is the Equalizer. Whoever had the most middling amount of fucks versus kills compared to the rest of us. And I gotta say, this one was neck and neck. Like, as I was inputting things in this season, like, it changed, like, several times throughout the season. Like, I couldn't make this PowerPoint until the very fucking end, because, like, it was that neck and neck with this one. Who do you think it is?
Me.
I mean, yeah, you and me probably.
Middling, so it's like almost a 50-50 then, that's what it means, right?
The closest to 50-50 that any of us got.
Yeah, probably you and me from the sounds of it.
Yeah, I'd say so as well.
By process of elimination. I mean, Gilly's the black sheep here, so I don't know.
Oh, wait. I didn't mean 50-50. There was none that got 50-50. Just by the nature of the show, everyone got more voted fuck more than they voted kill.
Oh, no, sorry, 50-50 as an example. Like, it's...
Yeah, 50-50 as an example. Yeah. So...
Yeah, just how close I got that. And yeah, I'd say probably... I'd say Limis.
Limis for silver?
Limis for gold.
There's only one. There's only gold for this one.
Oh.
Alright, well, yeah, so Limis.
I'll leave it up to you guys. I don't know.
I think it's me.
I'm just happy to got gold last time.
All right. The Equalizer Award goes to Gilly.
Gilly! That's
With-
not middling.
With
That's
20...
not middling at all.
It's the closest to middling that we got.
It's the most middling. So you guys thought Gilly was a huge slut, and he's the one who killed the most shit, really?
No, not one who's
not the most
balanced.
The most balanced. This is mostly so I could give everyone an award, okay?
Okay.
Because we have five. We have 5 guests, and we have 5 hosts, and I can't give. There's just one in the middle that I didn't know what to do with, so I gave it the Equalizer Award.
Hey, Limis.
Yeah.
Is the next award the one who killed the most?
Hey, guess what? You may have found our pattern.
I feel like Gilly fucked a lot of things.
Well, obviously not Meep.
I remember him No, because he started killing Akudama Drive halfway through, that's right.
Well, also, he has a 73.9 fuck percentage. That's pretty fucking fucky.
Yeah, 73 fucks to 26 kills. Literally, like, I had to wait till the week of, to the last week of Season 4, because it was neck and neck between Gilly and Makan for the Equalizer / second place for most amount of fucks.
I really was, because I had like 4.6 fucks per episode and 1.4 kills per episode, huh?
Yeah. So yeah. Gilly, on average, gave 4.4 fucks an episode, and gave 1.5 knives an episode. Next
Okay.
up is the mass murderer. Whoever had the highest percentage of kills versus fucks. There is only 2 left to get awards.
Limis for gold.
Yeah, Limis for gold, meat for silver.
I'm me for silver, Limis, or me for gold, Limis for silver. Thinking about it, because we'll see. I have a thought in my thinking brain that might put me over the edge. Actually,
What kind of thought?
I killed every single episode of Kuma Bear, and there were a few shows in winter and spring that lived really long that I was killing from the start. I think it might be me as the winner.
You say that, but Limis killed most shows this season, even though they kept living.
Guys, we didn't talk about Kuma Bear.
No, no.
We might. Yeah, so simply by how percentage works, that there's a smaller base to draw from, I think Limis has killed more on average than me.
Alright. So the silver for the mass murderer award goes to
Drum roll.
Meep with 28.5 to 7.5% fucks. There's that pie chart. Average fuck on episode, same as before. However, just with a little bit more. Now, we all know what's coming next. It was me, Meep. Oh god, I was really freaking out.
Yeah, I knew it would fucking be, because, like, the amount of hate you had for a bunch of the shows this season, yeah, there's no way you wouldn't be.
40-60%. Limis, you're the equalizer.
Yeah, I was the closest to 50-50. Meep, you blamed Macan this whole time. You blamed it on him. You thought it was him who killed all the shows you liked. But in reality, it was me.
I will
It
say
was me, Limis.
he did give a vote in its killing vote to kill it.
I mean, Limis basically just softened them up, and I came in with a fucking kill steal.
Limis did.
I got away with an average fuck per episode of 4.4 and average kill per episode of 1.5. I'm starting to think that maybe I accidentally, when I was copying these, I forgot to put in the fucks per kill and kills per episode. So that might be wrong.
Yeah, that feels really wrong.
Yeah, I might have to double check my work there. I think I forgot to change it.
That doesn't seem right. I'm like, wait, how are you 4.4 if Meep was... Anyway,
Listen, I was making 2 slideshows at once. I had to do one for the awards, and I had to do this one at the same time. But yeah, I was the closest to 50-50, and I have a theory on that. So...
You give no fucks?
That too, but also, by the nature of the show, because, like, okay, all the shows that we dislike that get killed, they go away at the end. So it's just shows that we like at the end. So there's naturally going to be more fucks than kills. So, the more seasons you have under the belt, the more likely you are to have a high volume of fucks versus your kills. That explains why you guys had mostly like 25-75 pie charts, and I'm the closest to 50-50.
Yeah, it also is, the factor is also how many shows there are that the 2 other hosts love that you hate, because that's going to rack up your kill count a lot more than the shows that actually die.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Super Cub Stockholm me. I would have been an angry little bean every episode if it didn't.
Super Cup's good. Reiko is still a great girl.
Yeah. Fuck! All of us except the Limis have had an underage character on one of our waifu awards. Fuck!
Yeah, I was like, I'm glad you said that, because I was just thinking it right now. I'm like, man, spring was filled with underage waifus. God damn it for your compelling character writing, anime.
Haha! I'm the only one who has a fucking decent... I'm the one who's not a monster! Yay!
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it's
picked
just... You want to know a thing? It's kind of the seat we're put in when most fucking anime are stories of people who are from the age of like 13 to 17.
Yep.
To be fair, okay, hold on. Summer season was filled with of-age characters.
That's the point.
The summer season was filled with of-age characters, yeah, in one show.
and spring was full of high school characters.
I had a chart of like 13 characters that were above the age of 18 I had to choose from. What do you mean?
I mean, from the over the age of 18, I mean, I could have gone for the meme pick and picked Udon's mom.
That's not a meme pick, that's just accurate.
What's the next award, Limis?
Anyways, the next award after this is the Nemesis Award. The show that each individual host had one show that they just kept giving knives to, but it kept living.
Is that Deadpool Doctor Strange?
It's apparently a Marvel character called Nemesis. I have no idea who she is, but she pulled up when I was searching for Nemesis.
Alright, fair enough.
So I threw her in there. Why not?
Okay.
Someone might enjoy that.
Probably death.
She has boobs.
And
Yes,
Meep continues to be Meep.
Yeah, Meep. Women are tend to have those, surprisingly.
Haha!
Crazy.
I wonder what your nemesis is going to be, Limis.
Alright,
Yeah, who knows?
so, does anyone else want to guess who my nemesis is?
We all know who the fuck your nemesis is.
Oh, of course it is. It's fucking Aquatope. Fuck that show.
Yeah, okay. Even I knew it was Aquatope because of like the conversation an hour ago.
Literally, that show is all pretty, no substance to me. I hated it.
That's a pity.
I killed 7 out of 20 of the 24 episodes that it is.
What the? Dal's
That's gonna be mine. Yeah,
So-
that's gonna be mine.
Dal, who do you think your nemesis is?
Koikimo? High Dive?
I gotta say,
it would
this
have
is
to be a
based.
show that this is based on how many episodes you killed out of the entire show.
Yeah, so anything that died early on, I can say that's off the table. Koikimo is off the table. It's purely by the amount of knives that you killed. So, like, think any sort of show that you hated and kept giving knives that everyone else was fucking.
I'm going to guess Code Black for yours, Dal.
Yeah, it could be Code Black. Or King's Raid.
King's Raid died on episode 3, and you fucked 2 of those episodes!
Alright. Dal's nemesis was Cells
Hey,
at Work
Code
Code Black with 5 out of
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, I can see that.
It kept going on the wheel.
So what happened with Code Black? I'm not even sure.
I
I
just,
don't know either.
it's not enough. The show was just not enough for me. Like, there are shows that I hate more that I would consider like I have a more like vitriolic impression of.
XR.
Not even, no, okay, so Exxon was so bad it was all like no, it was so bad it wasn't funny, but it's funny with people.
X harm cost me X harm.
Yeah, no, Code Black was just like the show. I can't explain it. There just isn't enough. There isn't enough consequence in terms of like actions. There isn't enough like consistency from episode to episode. Some episodes are like really interesting with their like character design and the way they're explaining bodily functions. The others are just felt like they didn't know what to do with it. And like nothing really matters in the show, and not in like the narrative sense where everything is bleak and all of these cells are just exhausted. It's like no, like just nothing really matters. Like episode to episode, they just it's a little bit of Monster of the Week with no continuity, and I'm just like no, thank you.
Eventually his childhood friend dies and he goes through a nice little character arc.
Yeah, like fucking 3 episodes till the end. Fuck that.
It was literally the episode after you guys killed it.
Also, I was trying to, if you, by that number, I was trying to kill it before.
I mean, you gave a fuck to the episode where the best friend almost died when he got sucked out, when he was getting sucked out of the nose.
As I said, there were some good episodes, but for the most part, the show left me just, like, unsatisfied.
Damn, I can't believe someone almost died by getting sucked off.
They actually have an episode on that.
Do we have an award?
Sounds about right.
Do we have an award for who had the most successful locks?
Oh no, that would have been a good idea. We don't though.
It's
But
alright.
it's definitely me.
Yeah, it's me patting himself on the back.
No, it's not. I had 3 out of 5 locks die.
That's what? Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
sorry, I was thinking Platinum End. My bad. I was like, yeah, I have 5 locks because Platinum End died, right? Wait, no, that's next season. Fuck.
Meep, stop looking into the future. Stop looking into the future.
Also, it would be Gilly because both Moriarty and Skate lived. I think everyone.
Oh,
Yeah, no, definitely, because I think Meep only has one, actually, because... Or at least
I
from
just-
mine, I don't know about Season 1.
I just thought of what my other nemesis could have been. Fucking fruit tart. But anyway, moving on.
Why?
I think-
Fruit Tart happened.
I think Fruit Tart was on the list, but it got beat up by one knife.
Holy shit! I just remembered fruit tart. Fuck that show. Anyway,
Anyway, Makan. I think we all know the answer to this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Vivi.
Yeah.
like
Plot
Blood and
twist!
Limis?
I was gonna try to say plot twist, some other show, but I don't remember what other shows you plot. Yeah, it's Vivi.
Yeah. I remember fucking a few episodes, because I was sitting down like, this objectively should be good, but I don't like it.
I felt betrayed by Vivi's, but I did enjoy a lot of what I watched about it.
I mean, that's why it got the majority of fucks out of me, because the visuals are stunning, the fights are great, and the music is good.
I'm surprised by the fact that you
story
only...
is a piece of fucking work, though.
I'm so excited for the manga to get published. I can't wait to see the 2 arcs they cut. Because supposedly, it's supposed to be an arc... The first arc they cut was supposed to be an arc involving only Tokeboy. Like, it was supposed to be about Tokeboy and his whole...
Fuck Tokeboy.
I mean, if they had an arc about him, maybe he wouldn't just be a non-character.
And the second arc they cut was supposed to involve... Vivi and Tokeboy. Like, there's supposed to be a lot more build-up for Tokeboy, but the network only gave them 13 episodes instead of the 20 they wanted. So, unfortunately...
Yeah, but I'll riff on a bit why this show didn't really fly for me, like Dal riffed about Code Black. Like I said, this show had all the setup to be a great show, and god fucking damn it, it didn't have the best first impression the show has had on me in a long time with episode 1. But then it just kind of falls off for me as it goes into the episodic thing, and there's not enough build-up for the constant character deaths, and there's a very obvious formula that built up of a character being introduced and killed the next episode, and there was only, I think, one character in the entire show that broke it that wasn't the main 2.
I'm honestly surprised when I was looking through this that it was only like 50-50. I'm surprised you fucked as many episodes as you did.
Some of them I fucked when I really shouldn't have, because as much as this show looks good, and is gorgeous, and the music is nice, it still just doesn't fly for me because of the story building.
But yes, that is it. Vivi's is dead. That was a long-lasting feud, though. But it wasn't...
I mean, you got to die on the finish line after I was forced to watch all of it.
It wasn't...
Yeah, I think Vivi's the only show that died at the very end.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very long and bloody feud, and it ended up in Vivi's death and the triumph of Makan. However, I can't say the same for the next 2. That were
I stand broken, bloody, and beaten. I have won, but at what cost?
Walk alone in the valley of shadow and death.
So, the next one. These 2 had the longest running feuds that were very, very bloody, and I can't say they were as successful as the last 2 of us.
Kuma Bear and Adachi Toshimamura.
Hey, Dal, what do you think Gilly's is going to be? I think it's going to be King's Raid.
So, you guys have your guesses?
I know what it is!
Yeah, Gilly's gonna be fucking Adachi Shimamura, Mipa's gonna be Kuma Bear. Come on.
I don't remember how long Kuma Bear lasted for. I don't know anything about Gilly's ones.
Adachi and Shimamura for 12 of 12.
12!
Yeah, when I said that this was a long and bloody feud, I meant it. He killed every fucking episode.
Perfect.
Like, oh yeah, and Meep, It's the same deal with Kuma Bear. He did not give it an inch with 12 of 12.
Me and Gilly both were getting back at each other subtly, and neither of us knew.
Yeah.
Like, our team, like the Cold War. I was fucking Adachi Toshimamura the whole time with Dal. He was fucking Kuma Bear the whole time with Dal, and we were just pointing guns at each other the entire time. All you profited.
Yeah, you both lost, and I'm just over here enjoying both of these shows.
Yeah, you're the fucking war profiteer that sold us our weaponry.
I gotta watch Kuma Bear.
No, don't.
I want to watch it just so I can come back to Meep and say, hey, it's really good. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why?
I probably should, because what I'm looking at from this fucking title screenshot, kind of looks like I'd enjoy it.
Looks cute.
So, jokes aside, I think Makan will enjoy it. I don't know. Actually, no. I know Makan will enjoy it. I don't think you will enjoy it, Limis, because it's kind of Moe slice of life, plus action, like fantasy, but like the action is comedy, not really, dynamic.
If that hits, I can see it myself enjoying it.
Yeah, do it. Watch Kuma Bear.
I'll watch Kuma Bear at some point, and I will. And next season, Meep, I will be talking about it in the Graveyard Tour.
You will never escape.
I'll be talking about Aquatope in the Graveyard Tour next season as well.
Well, I think you were going to do that anyway, so I'm just arming myself.
And I'm just here.
Gonna talk about Detective Season 2 in the Graveyard.
Oh, please tell me that trash didn't get a season 2.
I think it's getting a movie.
Ugh.
Because that's what it needed.
It
didn't need two slugs of two shells of buckshot in the back of the head behind the shed.
4 of the girls have Siesta's heart in them, but there might be a 5th. I don't know.
Limis, no. Limis, no.
I thought this was later! God damn it, I thought this was later! Don't worry, it's milk! Don't take me down from YouTube! So next up, our next category...
to add the opacity, guys. Limis had to add the opacity.
Actually, I found these on Bing Images, thank you very much.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, I mean, Bing sounds like the place you would find God.
So, the biggest Bukake award, it's a multi-tiered award. It is for the episode that had the most amount of fuck votes, the season that had the most amount of fuck votes, as well as our grand total amount of vote fucks we gave.
I assume you mean the show that got the most fuck votes?
No, I mean, like, the episodes.
Oh, I wonder what show is going to have the most fucks.
Yeah, when you say episodes, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's quite a lot that has 3 fucks.
Yeah.
It can't possibly be the show that had 24 episodes that got 3 fucks every episode. It can't possibly be that.
But yeah. The individual episode, like what season, what episode, and individual season. Do you have any guesses?
I can't.
Yeah.
Because there's only one show that had 24 episodes that had a perfect run.
Not show, episode of this show.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I misread that.
Episode...
Yeah, it's not like the first episode of like the spring season.
First episode of spring?
I'm guessing first in summer. I remember all of us were like, man, all of these are kind of bussin'.
Let us check.
Yeah, first episode of spring because nothing is allowed to die. Or first episode of winter, I guess. Or fall.
Oh, this is going to be harsh because of the amount of text. I'm just going to keep alt-tabbing. So Season 3, Episode 1 had the most amount of fucks in one episode with 26 votes to fuck.
I was right!
Yeah, look at
that. The season with the most amount of fuck votes overall was Season 1, which had the most fuck with 220 votes, with 202 votes to fuck overall, and 5 shows living to the end.
Holy shit.
And in that same category, season 1 was the season that had the most amount of shows living to the end of 5.
Yeah, we were lenient in season 1.
In total, and I'm so mad that this number came out the way it did, we gave out 661 votes to fuck.
5 short.
Limis, you should have fucked Dungeon of Black Company some more.
Actually, I think if I would have, we may have overshot it just a little bit. And by the way, I lost my mind when I first calculated this, because when I first calculated it, I did something wrong, and I got 667 votes to fuck. I was so mad. Next up, The Biggest Massacre. Same deal, but with kills and knives.
I'm going to say episode 4 of Winter.
Episode 4 of Winter.
Because that was after X-Arm had died, and we all agreed, okay, what needs to go has been gone. Let's get rid of all this other shit. We don't care what fucking dies. Dear...
I'd say like episode 3 or 4 of the summer season. Because, like, after a bit in, we just started throwing knives everywhere.
You guys started throwing knives.
And you should have joined in, because a lot of the shows were shit.
Alright. Any other guesses?
I think summer season is going to be The Biggest Massacre. I think episode 4 of Winter is going to be the episode that had the most kills. And I think overall we're going to have 220 kills.
Yeah, no, overall the summer season is definitely the one with the most murders. We had fucking 2 shows living at the end.
Body toss and girlfriend. And fucking, it made the awards so easy, because one of them's finale was just straight up better than the others.
Yep, objectively.
One of them was a lead into season 2, the other was an actual conclusion. Alright.
So,
results. So, season 3, episode 1 was the episode to have the most kill votes in one episode with 16 votes to kill.
really?
And season 1 had the most kill votes overall with 61 votes to kill and 5 shows that lived to the end.
Wait, what the fuck?
I mean, I guess that makes sense because there was fucking 12 knives in 2 of them.
Exactly.
Guess, how is season 1, episode 1 have the most kill votes
Season
when it had
3.
the most fucks?
Because you guys did 13 episodes in that one episode. You covered more. You had the numbers advantage. I didn't realize until everything was inputted.
And also just the fact that shows live that, 2 people like and 1 person hates is going to add a lot of revenue to the kills.
Yeah, and in season 1, it was the only season to have 5 shows to live to the end, on top of meeping Dilly's Cold War with Itachi and Shimamura and Kuma Bear.
It was good.
I admit the next two things that I inputted, I put in solely because I was mad by the fact that it was the same for both results.
How many kills total?
Total, season 4 had the most bodies that died, with 8 dying and only 2 living to the end.
Okay.
Overall, we gave out 220 votes to fuck.
Wow.
I mean, votes to kill.
Yeah, to kill, that's the type of...
Votes to kill.
I guessed it on the number. What the fuck?
Good job, me. Holy shit. What the fuck? Wait,
I'm
we gave
trying
out
to,
220 votes to fuck?
Votes to kill. I forgot to... I just copy and pasted it. I forgot to change some words.
Yeah, I'm trying to give a meep an applause while holding down push to talk. It's not working very well.
Wait, just slap your chest. Oh, that sounded like a naked chest.
It is. It's warm in here.
Alright. Our most beloved genre. I had to do something when it came to married shows. And it is this award is the genre, according to Mal, that had the most wed shows to it. The most common genre within the wed shows.
Slice of life.
Slice of life, yeah, if it's between everyone.
Slice of life? I should also say that the two shows that had two weds to its name, aka when you guys polyed up with Super Cub and Jujutsu Kaisen being remarried in season 2, both of those only counted once. It only had
How dare
the
you?
genres only
How
count
dare you.
if they got one ring.
How dare you?
But
I mean, and then I'd probably say something more with like action, if that's the case.
I'd say shonen in that case.
our most beloved genre was comedy, with 4 wed comedy shows.
What were the comedy shows? I know
mean-
Girlfriend.
Yeah,
It
well-
was Adachi
Oh,
and Shimamura.
I mean, yeah, I guess Blind Company is counted as a comedy.
Adachi and Shimamura, Skate the Infinity, Black Company, and Girlfriend.
Skate the Infinity was a comedy? That felt
How was it not a comedy?
Yeah.
I don't remember laughing at the show once.
Adam. Just look at Adam in his entirety.
Just the entirety of Adam and just the fucking, like, one scene I've seen of the show apart from him saying, "What's up, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes?" It's just the fucking conversation when one guy's skating with 2 dudes and one's just flexing and he's just dunking on him being a horny ape. Like,
We didn't watch it dubbed. We didn't get the non-binary hose line.
either way, the energy is still there.
Adam parachuted out of a helicopter onto a skateboard.
Like,
Del knows.
it's not like, it's not stand-up comedy, it's like, it's physical comedy.
I guess it's just from the start. Del knows Adam creeps me out and gave me PTSD from the start. I once had a teacher who handcuffed me to a desk. I don't like older men who are very frisky with underage kids.
Fair.
Adam, what the fuck?
I mean, when they handcuff you to the desk, you just go, "Oh, sweet, free desk, pick up the desk and leave."
And hey,
Fair.
I'd just like to point out I found something to do with Meep's edited images with the characters with the rings on them.
Hooray!
I am surprised Akudama Drive didn't count as a comedy.
And now, our final, most important category. Oh shit, this is not gonna work out well. I'm having to reveal each individual letter. The show with... This is gonna take a while. The most amount of fucks. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. The show with the
fucking word fuck!
It's jalapeno chips right now, and there's jalapeno in my lungs right now.
Yeah, it's the show with the most amount of fucks. It's Jujutsu Kaisen.
Who would have fuck?
Who would have fucked?
We all guessed it from the start.
I still attribute our stream to being what popularized Jujutsu Kaisen. It totally wasn't.
It burns my nose.
I'm glad that I killed Dalaron with that. It just shows up before the award's done. Gang.
That's fucking fantastic. Yeah, it had the most fucks. It might not have if I was on that season.
Oh, fuck off.
I've had some few episodes that I wasn't quite happy with in the show, but overall it is a fantastic show.
But even then, it had the numbers advantage to a T. Like,
Oh yeah.
as it was the only season that lasted 2 seasons. Show that lasted 2 seasons. Oops.
That's pretty much only because of host switching, though.
Yeah. Tokyo Revengers would have lasted to this one if Dell stayed on as well.
The Sherlock Holmes one would have lasted into the first one I joined into.
Oh, I need to finish that.
Oh, it's good. Dal, you know how much I love the ending of Vivi's, but I think Yukiko no Moriarty's second season's ending is that much better because I think it's absolutely perfect. I think they could not have done anything else to make the ending of Yukiko no Moriarty better. It was perfectly done, masterfully done. If Yukiko
You
no
can't see me, but I'm nodding.
If Yukiko no Moriarty was on that season, I would have married it instead of Vivi in a heartbeat. Vivi is more important to me as a whole, but Yukiko no Moriarty was just so well done.
Fuck. Now I'm thinking of it. If I had the time to watch that fucking Sherlock anime in the span of the 12 minutes Dal asked me before me clocked in the votes and rolled up the extra ones, I could have avoided Full Dive because that was the last roll. God damn it! Why can't I just stop time and watch a full season of anime in the blink of a second?
Hey, Makan.
Yes.
I love you too.
The only reason I think the Texan standoff we had with girlfriend worked out as well as it did is because the exact same thing, but the opposite happened with Full Dive. I loved it. I'm like, guys, I love this, and both of you are like, you fucking what?
Yep.
This is the worst.
I thought the exact same thing was going to happen to girlfriend. I came on. Guys, I fucking love this. This was great. It's like King Leonidas about to defend Germany. But you guys are like, no, we are friends, not foes.
About to defend Athens and Sparta, goddammit.
Okay.
If you're gonna steal my line, at least get your history right.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Part of the comedy.
I mean, to be fair, I said Greece when I first did mine, but whatever. Same difference.
We don't mean the country, you just mean your stockpile of grease you have in the backyard.
I've seen you, Meep. I've seen your grease. Don't try to wipe it out of your hair now. We know it's there.
It's like, hey there, dry lips. Don't try to lick your lips, you dry lips ass having ass.
My hair does get very greasy. Wembley is a greasy town.
Speaking
All
of
right.
finales, Jujutsu Kaisen has a very cute Limis. I approve.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I've been planning this thing for a while now.
Limis, you didn't speak in calm, prolonged, voweled language to make the TED Talk sound all the more important.
No, because it was a stupid fucking PowerPoint presentation I threw together in like an hour.
Dalaron, you said he didn't talk in drawn out things to make it sound more important. You know that's not why they do it. They talk in drawn out sentences to try and make their shallow point fill the time slot they purchased.
Tomato.
With the awards done, Limis, I would like to thank you for setting this up. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude, thanks.
Yeah. I'm happy it went well. I was kind of laying in my bed this morning going, oh my god, what if it's just dead silence through the whole thing?
Limis, any room that has me in it, you know will never have dead silence.
Yeah, I love how just fucking show started when Dalaron just instant transmission back into here and the monkey noises just started as we all four of us just started riffing on shit.
Yeah. But should we invite the next fall host in to say hello to the audience?
Let me get the new end card up and I will, and yeah, bring them in here.
Sounds like a good idea.
I will ping them and let them know they can come in.
Yeah. I feel like there's a show I'm forgetting to give credit to. I thought Shimamura was fucking pretty as hell.
Yeah. Likewise, we were talking previously about the shows that stood out to us the most.
Yeah, you didn't really get a chance.
Yeah, no, because I was sitting there thinking about it for a while. I can't say I found any shows that stood out to me in a rare way that is going to stick with me for a long time, apart from some of the moments in Super Cub that is going to be really impactful and spoke to me a lot. But that's more of a few episodes and more than the entire thing. This show has introduced me to a lot of shows that I think is absolutely appalling, and has filled up my dropped list and my anime list quite a lot.
Honestly, same. My fucking list from like winter to spring was like a lot of shit when I dropped. Like more would have been in fall if you two would have fucking killed things, Dal and Gilly. But no,
Bear.
Kuma Bear is sitting in my completed, and I hate it.
Look at it there, Meep, smiling at you with eyes of love.
A permanent stain on your mal forever.
Ever since that season, I've been looking up legal ways to find and eat bear.
I mean, yeah, you saying he has a permanent stain in his mouth. I think we all have. At least if you've had your mouth since you were like 14, like I have.
But some stains on the comforter you're proud of. Anyway,
Oh, what's wrong, mate? You don't like the Kuma Bears? Ah!
anyways,
Meep's talking about his Kuma Bears.
Kuma Bear.
Ember, you came in at a great time. What a great way to indoctrinate her into the podcast.
Ember, great to meet you.
Yes. Hi.
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 Is you. I must say, it is nice to meet you, but I hate your Discord icon.
I mean, would you have wanted the fucking like Lightning McQueen TV instead? Because
They're all brilliantly cursed.
My phone Discord isn't picking me up cackling in the back.
For those
Now,
on the screen,
I have to send you something cursed from. So I have to go into one of my campaign servers. It was in there.
You don't actually have to send me something cursed, Meep.
No.
You're not.
No.
It costs
It's
you
gotta
$0 to not.
I had this shit on the rails for a good, like, half an hour. You know what? That's fine.
Okay,
I mean,
actually,
hey, the new chimpanzee got introduced to the zoo. Time to screech like monkeys.
before we continue this introduction of our new fall host, I would like to go on record and say, Limis, I am glad that you became part of the show. You provided a level of structure and pacing that I never had the energy to do, or to be fully honest, desire to do. And the fact that we are on time right now is commendable, to say the least. So, yo, dude, thank you so much, not only for organizing this, but, like, being, like, the keeper that we needed.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, guess what? We had record time on our awards. We got it under 3 hours.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, no, we finished up right as I had to leave for work.
And
Limis is the fucking anchor point to all of us just fucking whipping around in this violent tornado of show.
but
Thank you. I knew I filled my role as an editor well. God damn, you guys get chaotic sometimes, and I have to just go in and ruin my ears going, okay, cut there, lower that volume right there, and render.
damn it, Ember, you deleted the cursed. Send it to me again, or better
No,
yet,
don't.
What curse are you talking about?
the one where they removed the organs.
I've got a gun!
I don't remember what you're talking about.
No, Dal, I'm the one with the gun. Should I go get it?
It was the one you showed to 9. It was the really.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Hi,
hello.
Ember.
Would you like-
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, I'm Ember. They asked me to be on here, and so now I am. I guess.
Great. So happy to hear you're enthusiastic about this.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just awkward. I'm not used to doing this kind of stuff.
Don't
It's okay,
worry.
it's okay. I'm just teasing.
Like,
Hey, our edgy backstory for joining the show is exactly the same. I was asked to be on. I was like, yeah, I haven't been watching anime in a while.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, same happened to me last season. I was super awkward the whole, like, for the start. And, like, you'll get into it eventually. Get into the chaos, groove of the chaos eventually. And yeah, we kind of just throw you into the deep end here. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
It's okay. I've done it to all the different hosts. It's like a trial.
Sink or swim.
I'm no helicopter baby. I'm no helicopter papa. Sink or swim, bitch.
Remember the few first episodes of FMK, Dell, where we only did like 2 episodes per episode, and they still ended up being 3 hours? I remember that.
We like to talk. We like to hang out.
Okay, I was there during those streams, and even I don't know how the hell you guys managed to talk about 4 shows for 6 hours.
Because
Here's the thing with me. It had been 2 years since I watched anime. That's how.
I don't believe that. A. B. You see me. I haven't Meep. Sorry. You see Limis. I haven't DM'd for you, friend. I really know how to extract content out of any moment.
No, I've DM'd for you. I know that. Dust Town was one of the most off the rails games I've ever played / ran, and I ran for a bunch of newbie high schoolers.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. I do, though. I will roleplay the fuck out of everything.
Yeah, but now that we're here, I know we did it a little bit impromptu yesterday, but now that we have all the hosts here, for those who didn't tune into the awards, do we want to read off the shows for next season and give proper explanations for what each of them are?
Absolutely. Let's set up for our 5th season.
Alright. So, for this season, I locked Platinum End. It is about a man who lived with abusive relatives. He is suicidal. He tries to take his own life, but a guardian angel stops him, slaps him, goes, "No, stop that. You know what? Fuck you. You're participating in a death battle to become God." And that's essentially the way it works, from what I understand. He gets put in a death battle with 12 other people to become God. It is the first ever thing that the author of Death Note wrote. So,
really?
Does sound like a Death Note kind of thing.
Yeah. Now I feel like it's going to be more edgy than originally I thought.
Yeah, that when I learned that, it wasn't a, "Oh, cool," it was a, "Oh."
Oh no.
So is this going to be really good like Death Note Season 1? Or is it going to be like really try hard as Death Note Season 2? Silence.
Who knows?
Radio silence.
Sure.
So when you first told me about it, I thought it sounded like World's End.
Yeah, that... wait, World's End. What show was that?
The fucking Nintendo DS.
Yeah,
Sorry.
The world ends with you.
World Ends with You. Sorry, we have a show coming out next season called World Ends Harem, and I got confused with that.
Okay, fair enough.
World Ends
That
Harem.
sounds horrible.
Yeah.
This is starting to sound like the start of a new season already. Yeah, awkward silences followed by everyone talking at once.
Sorry. I was just... Sorry. Yeah, no. World Ends. Yeah, it could be like that. Fuck. I'll pick that up.
Stop fucking shit up.
Yeah, World Ends. It could be like that. I'm hoping it has fun with it. However, the existence of a certain character archetype in it doesn't give me any hope. I won't say, because it was something I accidentally saw for myself. I don't want to spoil it for the other two hosts. But there's a character archetype in it, and I don't know how to think. I'm as blind as... Not as blind. I am as impartial as I can be, because my bias of going, "Oh, this premise is cool," and my bias of going, but wait.
I gotta say, Meep, at least you have a premise for yours. My lock is Deep Insanity Lost Child, and it literally is just like some dude goes to like an underground insane asylum in like Alaska or something, and it's about his journey through there. Who the fuck knows what this show's gonna be about, but it sounded cool as hell, so I locked it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's about like a virus wipes out a lot of humanity, so he goes down there for some reason. Is essentially the whole thing that Square Enix has said about it so far. And this is why I am not as... This is why I am trying to be hopefully optimistic about it. Square Enix also did The World Ends With You.
To be fair, Square Enix did The World Ends With You in like 2006, so...
Well, you know what I mean, Dal.
That Square was better back then?
Woo! God. Amber, would you like to introduce what show you locked?
I think I did Osama Ranking, or Ranking of Kings, which I mostly chose that one because it looks very Ghibli in the art style.
Ooh,
And-
yes.
Yes. Like if you don't know the story of that one, I guess it's like about a little mute, like tiny little boy king who everyone doesn't think he's gonna be king, but then he decides, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do this."
Yeah, it's about a deaf boy who's trying to learn to be king. And
Oh
it's,
yeah, it was deaf, not mute.
and a little bit of extra information on it because I'm a slut for studios. It's made by Wit Studio, makers of anime such as Ancient Magus Bride, Vinland Saga, many other anime. And
Pretty fucking shit. Pretty shit.
oh yeah, they do exceptionally well. Fucking
Also,
okay. Oh,
I'm
sorry.
glad to know that Ember is here to fill my role as the person who is like super enthusiastic about the aesthetic and like prettiness of a show.
Yeah, I mean, I will admit I haven't watched like many animes in like quite a while, but y'all invited me to do the thing, so I'm like, fuck it, I might as well watch more anime.
You to think?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm getting into, but this looks like it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a small taste of what the chaos is kind of like. Just a little bit less structured than normal.
Yeah.
Wait, does Kuma Bear season 2 come out in fall or winter?
Whenever it comes out, one of you has to lock it.
Oh, we're gonna get Ember to watch Kuma Bear, and I'm gonna watch Kuma
Yeah,
Bear,
yeah.
and we're gonna make Meep suffer.
Oh!
Yeah, Amber and Limis, you both need to watch Kuma Bear. That's your homework until Kuma Bear season 2 comes out. It needs to be locked. Come on.
It
All right,
Is-
everyone, I'm leaving
Scare.
on the podcast. My replacement will be Gilly, but again.
pretty soon everyone's gonna be replaced.
Kuma Bear.
We've literally
You
not.
can't escape.
We've literally not had a consistent cast since the second season. It's been rotating all this time, which has been kind of cool, honestly.
You
Honestly,
never know
yeah.
who you're gonna get.
Except for me, I've been the one constant. I drive all the other hosts away.
Then again,
No.
you are
No,
the
you keep bringing us in. This
yeah.
is
You keep drawing people in. Either way, like you're also being the central host, the person to talk, like read in every show and write the synopsis of every episode and everything as well. So, you know, it's a good stability to have.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like watching 10 animes like every week is a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have 14 I'm watching a week. No, wait. Maybe 15, because I want to see if
How
World Ends
in the
Harem is gonna be...
fucking hell do you have enough time for that? Do you not sleep?
Well, no, I don't, but...
And there you go. Now you have it, folks.
Sleep
I
is for
don't-
weirdos.
I don't know how I find all the time for it.
It's crazy to me that like you can watch 14 anime a week. That's madness.
That's fucking impossible for me.
I was watching like 10 anime a week at a time for summer because 6 of the shows I actually liked and kept up with, and I was still keeping up with like shows from previous seasons too, because Fina came out. There was also My Hero. There's like 2 others that are coming out too that I was liking. But yeah, continuing down the list. Let me just find our next anime that is listed there.
Ratunum End.
Alright. The next one. The Vampire Dies in No Time. This one's made by Madhouse. And it's
Oh,
about
shit.
a vamp... Oh. Sorry.
Sorry, go on.
Okay. And it's about a vampire who just keeps dying. And the vampire hunter accidentally blows up his house and is like, well, I guess you can stay with me.
Oh
And
yeah. The thing where the guy just basically dies at everything.
Yeah, it sounds like that's going to be the gag, is the vampire keeps dying. It looks really pretty. However, as Limis, you have said before, the premise sounds like it could get old.
Yeah, I could see that getting old fast. Like, I'm expecting a good couple episodes of enjoyment out of it, but unless it pulls a girlfriend where it like revamps the comedy, like A couple episodes in. Like, I don't see this living very long.
So it's the opposite of Castlevania. Gotcha.
Castlevania's all great.
No. I meant like the vampire keeps. Well, I mean, I guess the vampire always dies in the Castlevania games. I'm talking about like the Netflix where like Dracula just refuses to go away.
Oh, wouldn't Helsing be a better example? Because Alucard never dies.
Yeah,
that is a good term.
Because Alucard has
I was-
fucking hacked undeath, and he is basically immortal.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
trying to find a way to slip in the like, you must be the Belmont kind of joke in there, but like honestly, yeah, you're right. It is the opposite of Helsing.
Dell, I can hit you with a better one. Oh, Yamate, Walter, you're splitting me in two!
Do you know why I did all this? Why I betrayed Queen and country just so I could kill you? Oh, because you want to fuck me. And it just...
For the lols.
That Walter line, I would have never expected Monty to read out. But anyways,
What do we have next?
Komi-san, which fucking looks stunning, by the way. I watched the trailer. The animation looks absolutely beautiful. But
Is this like a slice of life romance?
Yeah, it's Komi-san can't communicate that the anime community has been screaming about having an anime adaptation for over a year at this point.
Oh.
the adaptation got announced, I think, 4 months ago.
Yeah, this has been, like, manga panels from this have been circulating meme culture, anime weeb meme culture for a long time now. This is very hyped. I'm hoping good things.
Wait, there's a difference between, like, weebs and specifically anime weebs?
No, I'm just running my mouth, rambling,
No.
looking for the next word in that sentence.
Anime slash weeb culture, he meant.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of a difference between manga and anime weebs because the fucking noises and sound clips aren't really in their meme culture, and their content isn't filtered through two different media, so it's most of the times better.
Oh, it's the show with the girl with no mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To give everyone the explanation what Komi-san is, it's about a girl who has a communication disorder. And she's trying to make friends. So this one guy, who totally is not going to be a love interest, not at all, totally not a by numbers love interest, he's essentially helping her make friends. Also, by the way, if that does spoil stuff for the show, I'm sorry. I actually know nothing about, like, if it is going to be a romance. I just look at his design, and it screams love interest to me.
You
Hope
say
it's
that.
not a love interest thing. Honestly, I hate rom-coms. Like, any kind of that stuff.
From what I've read from what I've read from the manga, it's kind of up in the air. I don't know if it's happening or not.
I hate that. I hate the will they won't they. I'm so tired of that.
Ugh. Actually, okay.
It's not even will they won't they. It's just like, are you into him? Are you into her? Is there anything going on here beyond friendship? I'm not sure.
I have been spoiled on Komi-san, and I can answer that question.
We should probably not spoil before the series even begins.
We won't spoil that, but I have forbidden knowledge.
She's cute. I like her design. She's also like she's... Oh my god, she looks like Seto Kaiba.
She's so adorable. Like, and not even in that lady's so pretty way. It's just, no, she actually just looks really cute.
Well, she's very pretty. They gave her a nice figure for, a teenager. But also, like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, she's drawn very uniquely. Like, very few characters... Wait, hold on. She reminds me... Seto fucking Kaiba.
Dal, that is incriminating voice evidence, considering who you married, or not who you married, who your waifu of winter was.
Mamawe is a precious bean, of winter.
Yeah, Wonder Egg was winter, because that was the last thing Gilly was in.
Jesus fucking Christ, was that? Oh my god. I thought that was spring.
Fuck, people have already looted her.
Of course they did.
People have been looting her since the manga came out.
Yeah, people.
What do you mean? A woman...
God damn it.
It's the internet.
attractive-
Rule 34 is a thing for a reason.
An attractive, big booba'd girl that doesn't talk and just is like
quiet and goes along with whatever you do. That sounds like an internet man's dream come true.
That sounds like every weeb's fantasy.
Alright, let's move on to the next episode. What do we got? Virtual prison?
Visual Prison, which I don't know much about other than it's a A1 anime that has something to do with vampires.
It's a vampire boy band story. It looks like it's gonna be edgy trash.
Right. I forgot. Kuro let me know. It's based off a boy band. That's right. I forgot about that.
Idly Pride.
No. Fruit Tart.
Ugh.
Aha.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
I think only me and Dal know what we're talking about.
I watched Winter. I know about Idly Pride. That show was really disgusting, wasn't it?
No.
What? No, that's Fruit Tart. You're thinking
Oh,
Fruit Tart.
Fruit Tart, I mean. Not Idly Pride.
Yes.
I don't know, all those idol shows sort of meld together.
Idly Pride was just...
Imagine. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, imagine if in the summer season we fucking got the one that was about the 12-year-old boy, the ecchi harem comedy about the 12-year-old boy who goes to live with a sorority. Imagine if we had that one.
Yep, illegal.
I'm good.
I'm upset at the amount of shows that rely on crimes. Like,
Yeah.
Koekimo. We had Koekimo, we had fucking Ida 10, we had fucking Fruit Tart. Like, goddamn, man. Keep it in your
And all
pants,
the-
Japan, please.
And all those shows are rated higher than Girlfriend. I can't fathom that.
Fucking shame.
So I'm all for people in their adolescence exploring and expressing their sexuality. I'm not really about adults sexualizing adolescents.
It's just we don't need to see that in media, you know? I don't think we need that. In fact, that's kind of creepy to look in on that.
Yeah.
It's very creepy.
Yeah.
That sounds like an isekai name, Makan. You're a criminal fetish, but accepted by society? Question mark? Sounds like an isekai name.
Next
Is
up,
that
my
totally in that we're gonna be a fetish for criminals?
The next show, My Senpai is Annoying, which is about...
Oh, fuck that one. I'm already hating it.
It's about a tsundere girl who starts working in an office. She falls in love with her superior, but keeps calling him annoying. It's something. Yeah, people like tsunderes for some reason, even though they're shitty to you.
Yeah, I roll, but just doesn't sound like our cup of tea.
I've only ever seen one tsundere done well, and it's because she genuinely didn't like the guy, but over time she started to like him, apologized, and started acting better to him.
That's good. That's good.
Fucking quintessential quintuplets, knows how to do characters.
There's also Dinner Earth. Anyway.
Oof! Anyway. The next one, after Senpai's Annoying, is Sakugan, which I think is I've taken a look at its description. I wasn't able to glean much. I think it's a mecha anime based off of Bakugan. I'm not sure. Don't take my word for this. I think it is. I still need to watch the trailer, but from the description I read and the promotional art, I think it's like supposed to be an original story in the Bakugan world.
No, it's not. That's not right.
I am not sure, but it sounds like it is.
I would say, no, it's just a coincidence, but I don't know. Shows have done that before. Like, each individual season of Gintama has, like, a different form of punctuation to tell them apart, so I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, it's a mecha anime. The first mecha anime to ever be on the FMK, so that'll be exciting.
Robots.
Yay, mechs.
I want to give a little bit of background. I've only ever watched a few mecha anime. And there's only two that I've ever liked. Gurren Lagann and, what's it called? Gurren Lagann and Knights of Sidonia. All the other ones I've watched, I thought were complete and utter garbage. Like, Darling in the Franxx. I watched...
Darling?
I watched a couple of different Gundam. I didn't like that. And I haven't watched Ava. Everyone tells me to watch Ava, although whatever Limis you do, it always scares me, because you always talk about how you hate it, but how everyone should see it.
Ava's garbage. Everyone should watch it, because it's important. It's important garbage.
I hate this and I want everyone to see it.
Exactly. Everyone seeing this, understand the good it did for anime, but also understand it's fucking trash.
I am disgusting.
That opening slaps, though.
Holding his hand covered in semen. I am disgusting.
Cruel Angel Thesis is
So
one of the classics.
Yeah. Cruel Angel Thesis is fucking. Oh my god. I will listen to that song until I die.
Then, our ninth is Paladin of the End. It is a show about the last surviving human in a world of undead who is trying to learn the difference between the good gods and the bad gods.
That sounds interesting.
It's
Yeah,
supposed to be a really highly acclaimed light novel, and it's not an isekai, it's just a fantasy. Which makes... I've always been interested in fantasy anime that aren't necessarily isekai, because just having someone who knows the lore of that world is more interesting to me than someone who comes to the world being like, I don't know anything. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess they see it as like relatable or whatever. You can project on that person, but
Yep.
yeah,
it's a lot more interesting to see someone who's been steeped in that world forever, just like exploring it.
yeah.
I like both.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah.
I like isekai as well. Shield Hero, I almost said Ancient Magus Bride. Ancient Magus Bride kind of can count as one if you think about it, but...
No. That's magical realism.
Yeah, it's weird, because in a sense, it's supposed to symbolize rebirth, because she sells all of her stuff, sells herself off to slavery to start a new life, and then she gets brought into the magical world. It's weird.
But the magical world already exists there, which is why it's magical realism.
Yeah.
King's Raid wasn't an isekai.
I was just about to read out Death in the chat, Death to Reality in the chat saying, King's Raid wasn't an isekai, and that is technically true. But also so was Peach
Upsetting.
Boy.
Upsetting.
If you think about it, Bleach is technically an isekai.
Okay, let's... Good luck shooting me.
Oh my god, you're true. You're true, you're right. What the fuck is with my brain?
You're true.
It's 2 long-ass streams, like, back-to-back daily, okay?
No, trust me, I feel your pain.
I've spent more time in in Discord calls in the last 2 days than I have in the real world.
And oof. And the final show, Miruko-chan. It is a show about... Okay, do you guys remember the show about, like, the really depressed girl who's, like, kind of obsessed and stalkerish with this one boy? Like, she had, like, the one hair over her eye, like the dark circle.
That does not narrow it down very much.
I was like, the girl, she had the umbrella. She was like... It was, like, really edgy, and it gets made fun of a lot.
Doesn't narrow it down.
Hold on. Let me find a proper GIF. Depressed anime girl should bring it up. Depressed anime.
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 Anime. I have the Shield Hero opening and Cruel Angel Thesis playing at the same time in my head right now, and it's not terrible.
I mean, chances are someone's, like, actually made a mashup of those two.
Oh no, I'm like switching between the 2 tracks in my head, but like it's good.
I mean, like, people have mashed up Cruel Angel's Thesis with pretty much everything.
Come on and slam, and welcome to na 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 na.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone matched it up with Megalovania.
Oh, that's guaranteed. There's at least 3 of those on YouTube right now.
I am looking for it now.
Well, I can't find it, but either way, there was this one anime a while back. It was about this really depressed girl who's obsessed with, like, this upperclassman. She was really short. She was like, what? It might have been Watanabe something? I don't know. But she... Like, it was, like, really famous for a while. It got memed on in weeb culture.
Oh,
This show...
it was the one with the girl who thinks that she's way cooler than she actually is?
Yes, I think so. The, like, has black hair. She's kind of really creepy. She looks like she's tired and depressed all the time.
Right, I remember watching, like, clips of that show and just being like, the relatability is too much. It hurts me physically.
I watched that show. It was cringy all the way through. Opening fucking slap, though.
Yeah. And Mirako-chan reminds me a little bit of it because the main girl kind of has a similar design, except the hair doesn't cover her eyes, but the hair is similar, and it's about how she sees dead people and spirits and like all these really creepy things and acts like she doesn't because it just makes her life easier to pretend they don't exist, even when they follow her and her childhood friend around. Like, the manga is pretty not critically acclaimed, but it's pretty acclaimed right now. I know the manga has a pretty high score on Mal, so it could be good, but also could be bad. I don't know. I'm honestly not too sure what to think of it, but hey, we will see with the next season.
Yeah. Alright. We're hitting near the end here, I believe. And
Yeah.
I know I heard from someone out there that someone had some sort of speech to give or something. So if anyone else would like to say anything now on our last... Now that we've looked ahead, let's take one last look into the past of this past year of this podcast.
I apologize, but I didn't get running now because of work. But it's been great being on the podcast, and I'll be gone for now, but I might be back. We shall see how things goes. I've had a great time chatting with you all through all the seasons I've been here, and it's been a great half year.
Yeah, my man. Same.
Yeah.
Oh, but
It was
be
a
as
lot of
good as
fun.
you were.
I leave you my Viking helmet. Wear it well.
Yes. Yes.
And
Enjoy. Bye bye.
Oh, actually, do we want to do that? Do we want to like put on the table? Ask Death to put on the table like things from past hosts.
Put like under and beside the table, like have like your map rolled up, have the map that you have rolled up, and a Viking helmet, maybe the bottle of bleach from Gilly.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
Gilly's,
like
Gilly's
Sounds
stupid.
cool. Gilly's stupid. Perfect. I'll let you
yeah,
guys figure that out.
yeah, the bottle of bleach like in the corner somewhere laying there, like the helmet hung up like on the side. Yeah. We should talk to Death. Give us a quote, Death. Reality.
Hell yeah.
Sounds cool. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.
See you, Makan. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Macon, thanks for being
Hey,
here.
Macon. Bye.
So, I just want to say, looking back on the past year, this stream has been the highlight of my week for almost every week now since we started. And it has been a great social experiment as I've seen. I have found shows that are really fun through it, as well. I've found some shows that are near and dear to my heart. But I've also noticed some ways in which the FMK has affected those shows. For example, Girlfriend. I think if we didn't have that Texan standoff at the start with it, I don't know if any of us... Well, we would have still liked it, obviously, but I don't know if we would have been as excited for it each week. And one example in the opposite direction, there have also been ways where, like what you thought was Sunny Boy Limis, where I think there might have been shows we might have enjoyed more if we watched them just not a part of the FMK. One of them, for example, being Vivi. Vivi is one... Now, everyone here knows how much I love Vivi. It is near and dear to my heart. But I cannot listen to its music anymore without feeling stressed. And I do think that was just because of like some of the stress during the podcast with it. And that's no one's fault. It's just something that happened. And I'm a little bit scared to go back and rewatch it because I don't want to rewatch it and just feel stressed. Be like, man, I loved this show. Damn.
Well, if you feel stressed out, I guess like we can. I don't know. I don't think we'd be allowed to just not.
No, you don't have to spare any of your feelings on any of the shows for me. This show is about people who have different opinions, and those opinions aren't wrong or right. It's just something that happened because me and another host had such opposing views on the show. It's just something that ended up happening. It's no one's fault.
Yeah.
just the nature of conflict that will come up in the show at time to time. And yeah.
Which is why it's important to like be able to you need to simultaneously have consideration for other people's feelings while also being able like to have the freedom of, to be assertive and express your points. It's a good balance to strike in life.
Yeah, and overall, I've had very positive feelings with this show and very positive experiences. Winter and summer are two of my favorite seasons just because of how well those flowed and the dynamics that were in them. Like with even though we got into some arguments in summer was probably had the most like kind disagreements I've ever seen. Like, except for the episode where Aquatope died, and I think the episode where Remake died, I don't think we had a single like actual argument.
I admit, I kind of popped off when Aquatope died, but that's because I was trying to be courteous and I didn't want to just shit all over Aquatope while you guys actually kind of liked it. So I popped off a bit hard there, and then tensions kind of rose. And you can tell by the way that I cut that episode up that something happened! Something happened that is no longer there.
Tensions were high with that Herb and Monster guy.
I have been holding back on making that joke for this whole ass podcast whenever that I said something like that. Thank you, Dal.
It was just... Well, I take a wild guess. What two hosts had two very opposing opinions on that episode?
Pretty sure it's evident.
Because me and Makan had very different feelings on that episode. Although, on rewatch, I did get where he was coming from. But the problem with it there still doesn't bother me as much, knowing that Kukru is going to be that girl's superior. It's fucking going to be great. I can't wait to see some cathartic moments. Although I hope Kukru isn't just like a huge bitch to her. That would also be terrible to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like this show has been really good for me. Like moments in Winter as well. I feel like Winter, or maybe not late Winter, because late Winter was when the other host that was there then was getting burnt out, and you could kind of tell. And there were a few tense moments with that, but once we got through, we were able to continue on. Yeah, show's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, like it's been cool, and like, yeah, this show's like your baby, man. Like this is your brainchild. That's technically stolen from someone else's brainchild, but whatever. We don't think about that.
Politely borrowed and taken with permission.
Yeah,
true. You were the one who scrapped this from TFS. And it's obvious that you were the creator because you're the only one to stay on for this whole time. And I'm happy that we all could facilitate and make a show that I think we're all pretty proud of.
Yeah.
Like, everyone brought their own little thing, whether it be like technical support or just being a really good person to bounce off of, that sort of deal.
And one thing I do want to say, because I want to end this off with one thing I would absolutely not have changed, and one thing that I would have changed. One thing that I absolutely wouldn't have changed would have been I would have still started with the same hosts we did, because I feel like the start of that show and figuring out how things were going, I feel like Gilly and Dal were really good for me figuring out how the show should work. And, however, one thing I would have changed how locks worked. I think I might have changed how locks work. I don't know how I would have, but near the end there, it felt like the only shows that were surviving to the end were locks, and I feel like I could have done a bit more to maybe prevent that if I changed the way locks worked, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know anything about how this show worked before I came in, so.
I see Ember's having a blind run.
The show still works the same way as I explained it to you before. You know, the fucks and kills system. The lock system is still the same. I haven't changed it because I haven't been able to come up with a good compromise for that. So I'm just hoping the random shows this season are good.
Yeah.
Although,
Yeah, Ember, we're
It'll
not going to
suck,
throw
but I'll
you.
watch it anyway. Wait, what?
We're not going to throw you in the deep end quite soon. Trust me. I will, like, at some point in the future before we have our first episode, I'm going to go through and we're going to do a little rehearsal so you
right.
so you understand the vibe that we get in this show.
All right, yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah, because like everyone else I know had at least talked to Meep a lot about that show and sort of got what the whole format of it was. You're fairly new still, so I'll help you out there.
All right, well, thank you for that. I don't want to be disappointing anyone or like just absolutely fucking it up.
Nah, don't worry. It's all about hanging out and enjoying and having fun with friends and talking about anime.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Sometimes disagreeing.
vehemently disagree.
A lot of disagreeing.
Although, I am curious to see, Ember, if you are going to be someone who lets their knives flow free, or if you're going to be someone who's more reserved with their knives. I am intently curious to see.
Oh no, we'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
I have a good feel for how Limis, Makan, Dal, and Gilly all work with their knives. And even myself. But I'm not quite sure how you are going to work with them.
Unless it's Ikebukuro Westgate Park in that case. I blindsided everyone.
I still...
I mean, like I said, even I don't know. We'll have to see how it ends up going.
Yeah.
I'm not used to doing this kind of stuff.
I still haven't watched Ikubukuro's final episode. I had someone mention it to me on Mal once, being like, "Hey, this show, Ikebukuro. You dropped it at the penultimate episode." It was like someone who had a Makoto profile pic. I'm like, and I did explain. I'm like, yeah, I was doing it for a show. I hated it since like episode 4, and just kept doing it until fucking one of the other hosts came out of the woodwork with a wooden bat and slapped it upside the head. Like that was literally what you did, Dal, because you were talking so positively about some parts of the episode, and then you were like, "But the gang violence was kind of bad. It wasn't what I expected, so I'm gonna kill it." And I just sat there, a wide grin on my face.
Well, I'm glad I could do it.
It was.
You don't have to.
I really did not want to watch that finale.
And in classic FMK fashion, the moment I try to give my final note, an emergency car rolls by, blaring its sirens.
Illegal.
Hey, New York.
New York. Anyway, yeah, no, that was fun. I still remember your like reaction in that moment. You just being like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yep." So happy I could do it for you. And you know, God. So much noise.
Then there was the opposite end where I had to beg you on Vivi's penultimate episode not to kill it.
I mean, I just wanted the conversation in Vivi to go on. I was ready to kill it in its last episode, and I would have been right to do so, because then I killed it again in its actual last episode. But the conversations, despite our mutual disagreements on the show, were worth the trip. But
Also,
as on that moment, I will be taking this as my opportunity to step away. I too have real life things that are calling to me. I need to go to physical therapy and pick up a package before it gets sent back.
All right.
So I will end on saying that I too had a lot of fun. It's just with my life schedule, the amount of time that this calls for, it's a very attentive kind of like group project. It's not sustainable for me. That being said, we've had some really, really good laughs and some good conversations out of this too. I got to watch a lot of anime. I now have, Akudama Drive, One Direct Priority, Adachi to Shimomura, Horimiya, Please Stop Making Little Noises, Meep. That one was my favorite. Hell, even fucking something silly like Kuma 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 Bear, which I did. Oh, of course, Super Cup. I found these little gems of joy, and getting to share with them, to share them with a group of friends, made it all the better. It just makes them missiles.
I still remember every week when we started coming back to Jujutsu Kaisen and all of us just being like, damn, that shit was fire. Just fucking this show got me watching anime again, let alone got me watching shonen after Black Clover almost killed shonen for me. After I watched Black Clover for the first time, I was like, all right, shonen is dead. There's never going to be another good shonen. They're all gone.
All right. Thank you, Dal. Thank you so much for coming on for our little retrospective here. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for leaving and opening it up to me, because I've had a lot of fun in your seat.
Dude, I am so glad to hear that. Like, there's always an anxiety of people stepping away from a project. Walking away is worse. That means you don't give a shit. But, like, stepping away from a project is like, oh, man, like, I hope I'm not, like, fucking up the show, or, like, I'm not, like... Sometimes you just gotta be like, oh yeah, this is not sustainable, and I can't do this anymore. I gotta do it for me. Sorry, y'all. But like that fear and that anxiety of like, man, what if I ruin the show? What if it dies now? And like that always stays in people's minds. Some more so than others. Like me, I was like, fuck. I hope this, my absence doesn't like cause problems. I'm really glad to hear that you guys had a great season. And that you guys are going to continue doing this. And I look forward to hearing the snippets. Not when you just jump into a call meet and go, and derail whatever's happening and be like, I'm here to talk to you, specifically you, about anime. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I do want to hear the stories as this season rolls out.
But I do that to everyone.
That makes it worse.
I could hop into an Eyes Wide Shut Discord call to talk to Popo or someone and be like, hey, Popo, did you see the new UA? And him going, but Meep, we are doing CBT.
Yeah, that's not good, Meep. But I'll miss hanging out and talking shows with you, but I know I can always just message you guys if I do get around to watching anything. And I'll even miss parenting Meep.
Yeah. I gotta say... you coming in here and you leaving the show, I guess I should say, has done wonders for my own YouTube and Twitch, as I've gained so many more viewers and subscribers than I once had. By the way, shout out to someone who subscribed during this stream. Thanks to Dalaron Quest for subscribing to my channel. Sorry.
You're very welcome. No. Appreciate it. And you guys can catch me over at twitch.tv/Dalaron Quest. That's DALARON Quest. I don't stream as much because as I said, I'm a busy boy. But
yep.
I'm glad to hear that, you've gotten your own viewers, and I saw in chat that a couple of people came in. And you have a couple of people who try to catch you live or just watch the VOD. So, dude, right on. I'm super glad to hear that. Even if it's a small following or everything starts small, it's just nice to have people involved. And that's kind of always been the thing I was most excited about, is watching good anime and engaging with people about it, or watching things that I enjoy and engaging people about it.
Absolutely. And I just gotta say, this is the most active my chat's ever been. Usually it's radio silence, but we got Death there chatting it up. I'm happy. We see you.
Death is good friend. Those are supports.
Yes. Death and Lunar, who jumped in a bit, who's been watching the VODs.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Group hugs. Ember, both hands on your shoulders with a affirmative and reassuring grip. You got this. Just hang out. Have fun.
Thank you. I will
and
try.
Don't let Meep get away with his bullshit. Okay, that's not true. Let Meep get away with a little bit of his bullshit.
I'm not sure I can actually stop him.
We can try together.
Just remember, I am also your DM.
That a boost of power. All right, guys. Kisses, hugs, and pounds all around in that order. I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye.
Bye.
It was great.
Bye.
Alright. And that's it. All that's left is to look forward to the future.
Yeah.
So when's our first stream of the season with this new host? New stream, new year, new hosts. When are we starting?
I thought it might be the 4th, but I think my math might be off. I think only 1 or 2 shows are airing by the 4th.
Alright, so let's skip the 4th and go straight to the 11th, maybe?
I'm just going to take a quick check real quick. I put it in stream schedule.
Yeah, just be aware that I do sometimes have work, so...
We might double up on a couple episodes, but it won't be the 4th, but instead the 11th it should be.
Okay, yeah, and if we have to postpone a couple episodes or here and there, as long as we can just like sit down and do an episode within the week at any point, that's fine. It's just I'd prefer to get it on this one day so we can stream it.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll work with your schedule as much as we possibly can.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
if it's more towards this point in the day, usually, then I'd probably be able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk about that once we're offline. But yes, thank you. Thank you for coming in and talking to us and being here for the end of our year-end retrospective. Can they find you anywhere online that you would like to shout out?
I mean, basically just Ember the Unusual on Twitter, I think. But that's basically just it.
Perfect. Yeah. Meep?
Right.
Gonna shout out your shit?
You can find me at soul_king777 on Twitter. However, if you are a minor, do not follow me, or else I will punt you into the sun.
And you can find me spread widely all over the internet at limis.card.co. And I'd just like to also take some time to thank everyone who helped and everyone who watched, whether it be through VODs or through the streams directly. It's been a lot of fun, both watching and talking. And another big, great, massive shout out to Death to the Reality, who did our amazing banner, which have all of the ones that she's done so far for us have been up on stream, cycling throughout this whole thing. I love them. I love the little chibi versions of ourselves. They make me happy. And also, thanks to her for putting up with all of the times we had to get it changed, and the one time that I totally forgot to pay you. I'm sorry, I gave you a tip.
Fair, I almost fell into that too, because I was like, okay, looking at the banner. Wait, right, I'm paying her, not Ember. Whoops. I went and I sent her the money, like, here you go, Death.
I mean,
Please.
if you want me to pay, I will.
No, it's okay. I asked you to join. You don't have to worry about spending any money.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying I can.
I was going to pay for yours, Limis, but you got to it before me, which is funny because you forgot to pay her.
We both spaced on it because we both thought each other were gonna pay for it. So fuck it, I went in. But yeah, awesome. Thanks to her. You can find her at Twitter, Death to Reality, but replace the E with a 3 in reality. She does good art, and she's been reposting a lot of really, really fucking cool swords recently that I'm totally stealing, and I'm going to use in a D&D game at some point. And with that, that's a year of the anime, FMK. Thank you, everyone, for coming out, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.